Hey everybody, welcome. I am thrilled to be back here with you guys. My microphone is working, right? It is working. Good. It's been weird. You guys know this. I know this. I'm happy. Oh, hey G Creature. Welcome. Glad to see you here. So I'm thrilled today because my guest is somebody that, man, we met about not quite a year ago, months ago though, but what I felt was like a, oh no, is this guy gonna hate me kind of meeting. And so it was a really interesting meeting, but since then he and I have chatted a lot and we've become good friends, and I love this guy. He is the pastor of Checkpoint Church, which is a digital church that goes on Twitch. So you can go ahead in the chat, by the way, you can go !guest. Today's guest is Nate Webb, aka Nerd Pastor Nate from Checkpoint Church. Here's the man himself now, Nerd Pastor Nate. What's up, Nate?
Oh, nothing much. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you having me. I think we like officially met like a couple months, almost a year ago, but we technically met for the first time at the like LTN Con, I think. I feel like Bubba introduced us and I had to leave super early and wasn't able to hang out for very long.
But well, when I went to LTN Con, Save Point had been a thing for like 2 weeks. And so
right.
I had met so many people, and all of them, I was just so overwhelmed and so terrified. And so everything. Farrago Fox, oh, you're in a meeting. We got somebody who came in just to put in something saying, I'm in a meeting and can't hear you, but I just thought I'd say hi. So, hey, Farrago Fox, glad you're here. But if we met, I don't remember that. I met so many people, and it was also like scary to me.
Right.
But yeah. So
it's intimidating. Like, it's not intimidating because it's just a bunch of nerds.
Right.
But it is intimidating whenever you meet that many people all at once. And cons are an overwhelming experience already. So throw into that it's like you're there as a professional meeting other professionals, and it's like even more dramatic. I totally get that.
Well, and I struggle like overall with imposter syndrome, where I feel like if I walk into a room and it's say like you and Bubba from LTN and Mark and whatever else, I feel like I'm this guy that has like no idea what I'm doing amongst these professionals, and I'm just pretending to know what I'm talking about. And I literally have to consciously remind myself, no, you're just as allowed to be here as anybody else. You know, like it's just, yeah, that's just my brain there for you. But hey, more importantly, real quickly, we're going to talk about this in greater depth during the stream itself. But real quickly, tell us who you are and tell us about Checkpoint.
Yes, so I am Nathan Webb. I am an ordained elder in the United Methodist Church, and I'm also a church planter. We planted this virtual church called Checkpoint Church in 2020, and we started out on Twitch because we were originally going to be a con ministry, kind of like Love Thy Nerd does, and we were like planning convention scene. We were ready to meet people, and I pitched it February 2020. March 2020 happened, and then everything kind of pivoted, and we were like, okay, well, if we can't go to cons, they're all canceled. Where can we go? Where are the nerds going? And they were all going to Twitch. And so we were like, cool, let's go to Twitch. And so we got on there, met a bunch of people, and the people were like, hey, you're streaming 6 hours a week. That's not enough. So we're going to need more time with you. Can we start a Discord? And I was like, what's Discord? So we started a Discord, and I discovered the amazing euphoric experience that is Discord. It is church more than like any church I've almost been in my life, and I love it. It has become our digital church building. So while we are a church that streams on Twitch, I consider us a church that is built on the foundation that is Discord. And then YouTube is where we put our nerdy sermons, but all of that is kind of asynchronous content that then comes back to our Discord community space. So everything kind of points back to that. And we've been developing for the past couple years of what does it look like to make disciples online? What does it look like to be a church fully online and still like embody that church feel, not just be a community, not just be like anything in between, but instead to be an actual church forming in this space. So it's been exciting.
Man, that's so cool. And like I said before, when we first met, I had this fear of like, is this guy going to dislike me off the bat? Is he going to think that I don't like him right off the bat? I had like arranged messages with you meetings with you and Mark and a few other like, and Jate, a few other digital church or like digital missionaries to kind of chat about like, hey, Save Point. G Creature says it's still wild to me that there are nerdy online churches. Well, and Nate's going to talk about this. Save Point, when we started, had this like really intentional, and we still do have the heart of this intentional, get people plugged into physical ministries, physical churches, because there is online addiction is rampant, and there is an amount of too much internet, and it's causing loneliness and mental health issues, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and all this stuff. And I had this fear that we were going to start talking to people online and finding people online, and that you guys were going to think that I was a guy who just like essentially just walked into your church building and say, hey, does anybody here want to go to a different church? I would love to help you go. Like, I was like genuinely afraid of this, but it's turned out that not only to find out that you guys are incredible and what you do is wonderful, seeing like some of the things back at NCMS where like Susie was talking about digital baptisms, where they just like streamed their baptism in a bathtub or whatever, things like that, or the discipleship you guys are doing, or that there are just so many people out there that I think Mark's the one who says would rather go to hell than set foot in a church building. And in which case there's a safe place of familiarity on the internet that these places can provide. And so it's been really cool working with you guys and alongside you guys and seeing all the cool things that we can do together and whatnot. So we're going to talk more about digital churches. We're going to talk more about all kinds of things. We're going to talk more about like anime and about like story-driven indie games and things like that, because these are things that I know both Nate and I love. But right now we are going to talk about Pal World. Hey, are you ready to play some Pal World, Nate?
Oh, I'm ready. It's literally just becoming nighttime in the game since we've just been sitting around.
Oh, yeah,
and so
right.
we're almost to the most dangerous part of this game, and we're going to start there. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is wonderful. Hey, so can you describe? Oh, chat, man, is it really, really dark for you guys? Brighten your screen, chat.
That's because it's nighttime.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what you mean?
Well, I mean, I'm looking at my screen on OBS, and it looks like almost like dark enough that they might not be able to see. But hey, okay, so Nate has played some of this game. I have not. This is me just entering this world. Oh, Perspective, welcome. So glad you're here. He says, or they say, also, hi, Nate. Yes, it is quite dark. I'm so sorry. Okay, unlock faster. It says F. Why do I have to push F?
So that's the fun thing about this game is it may or may not pick up your controller right away. It's X to unlock fast
Got it.
travel
Thank
points.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, this game is very much an early access game. They're just kind of getting their foundational points, and also you're very cold, so you want to come
cold.
stand by this.
There it is.
over
Okay,
here,
I see it.
and you can talk to them, and they should give you some free stuff.
All right. Oh, hey. What does Expedition Survivor sound like? She looks like a gritty. Farrago Fox, let's go. Little buggy. Oh, are you guys getting lag here? You shouldn't be getting any lag. Why are you getting lag? Hold on. Wait.
Do I also have to unlock fast travel points?
Oh, the game is. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh, sorry, Perspective. Glad you're here. Game's a little buggy. We'll find out. Okay. Expedition Survivor sounds like this. Been a while since someone who didn't stink of pals washed up here. Stink of pals is a weird phrase, but all right. This island is a living hell. The people I came with aren't with us any longer. Those pals ate every one of them. You be careful out there. Here, take some basic supplies. You need to toughen up if you want to survive out there. There we go. All right. So for those of you who are just dropping in, no checkpoints. I do voices. That's the thing that I do. All right. So we need to pick up fallen branches, hit trees to get wood, open up options to check the survival guide. Okay. So I'm guessing this is the survival guide. This is. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Classified. Check it first.
Survival
first
guide.
And foremost.
Cool. All right. Did that thing. Open the build menu.
Right, so, yeah, first things to do, probably press that start button. Are you level 2 yet by doing just the things you've done? Probably.
No. Not yet.
No. Go pick up some sticks. We got to go pick up some sticks.
All right. Lead me to sticks. Oh, Jedi Master.
We'll try and find some. So there is fall. Oh, here, pick up these stones. That'll be nice. Pick up the stones.
Nice.
I don't know if there's like shared resources. Okay, cool. There's not.
Oh, I'm hungry
pick
and
up
cold.
lots of things. Once you get to level 2,
there it is.
Go
Boom.
there we go. All right, so you're going to press the start button or the 3 lines or whatever it is, and go over to stats. That's the first thing you can increase, or you can just click right stick. There's only 3 things that matter in this game, and it's health, stamina, and weight. And so there is encumbrance. So I'm starting out with weight, but you could start with stamina or health if you're feeling that.
I'm already
So-
not so. Where am I going here? Oh, stats in the hand stance. There it is. I see it. Okay, cool. So how do I get down there? Oh my
Right stick
gosh.
should put you right there.
Okay, so what did you say? You went with health and stamina.
Health, stamina, and weight. Those are your three that actually matter.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Health, stamina. Oh, I only get to do one of them.
Yes, just one.
Okay, then I'm gonna do weight for now. I feel like that's gonna be the universal thing to help me out here. Okay.
All right, then you're gonna right bumper over 2 to technology, and you're gonna see you have 2 levels unlocked, and the bottom level is gonna take technology points to unlock them.
Cool.
So you can unlock pretty much everything but wooden structure set right now.
Okay. Cool. So I can.
And then we need to go find a place to be. So wherever you want to be is where we can be. It's very dark, so it's going to be hard to figure out where you want to be. But we can
I
set
did.
up a little
I
base
did
camp.
unlock wooden structure set. So take that.
Oh, you did. Well, you can. You just don't necessarily need it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But I did. Okay, so we're just gonna set up a base anywhere we want to be.
Yeah, we can
All
do it up
right.
here, or we can wander around to the lower levels wherever you want to go.
Let's see. What's gonna be most convenient for us, like retrieving resources and bringing them back?
Probably over in the woods somewhere. I've never done one over to the left, so we could always do that.
Oh, is it the same world every time?
Yep.
This is reminding me already of. Did you play Grounded at all?
I did not play Grounded.
It's reminding me a
But-
little bit of Grounded, and it's Grounded was incredible. Such a fun game.
It's definitely every survival game ever. Very much sticks to the steez.
All right, where are we headed? What do you think?
You let me know. Where do you want to build your first base here?
Okay, we're gonna come down a little bit more then, and we're gonna try and find an area that's like middling. In how big is this base gonna be?
It's a pretty big.
Pretty sizable?
radius.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see
I think it's
creatures
like
down
30
there.
30 meters or 50 meters. I can't remember.
Is that dangerous to go?
Well, that's a good, nice open space.
But the dangerous creatures, is
Ooh,
that bad?
and there's ore. Yeah, let's go down here. That's super nice.
Okay, cool. Well, and the sun's rising, so that's good news.
Ore this early on is super cool.
Right on.
It is off a cliff, which isn't fantastic, but it'll be fine.
These things aren't gonna try and murder us.
No, not unless you mess with them.
Cool. Hookrates is the name of this. So
Yep.
is this as Pokemon as everybody is saying it is?
I don't think so.
No, okay.
I think it is a little bit Pokemon, but not very. Definitely has like Pokemon elements, but not enough.
because Nintendo has been like, Palladium fragment, a Palladium fragment. Nintendo has released a statement saying, "Hey, we are closely watching this game, and if anything ever comes, we are going to say, we are prepared to file a lawsuit."
So my interpretation of their statement on this game is they're tired of everybody asking them, and they're like, "Look, this game's been in development for 3 years. If we wanted to shut this game down, we would have shut this game
That's a
down."
really
Like-
good point.
Like we know what we're doing. We're Pokemon. We're litigious. If we find a reason to sue them, we will sue them. It doesn't exist yet, so please stop making Pokemon mods on Nexus and leave us alone.
I saw
That's how I
that too. That there is like a Pokemon mod that they shut down immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
So yeah, they 100% are just like, please stop, leave us alone. We got this. Don't worry. Stop backseat gaming.
Yeah. All right. So do these trees ever fall?
Once you get an axe, we just need some wood. I guess we can't punch wood out. Gotta just pick
Well,
it
no,
up.
I got some wood.
Surely we can. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So you need 5 wood, 5 stone to build an axe. I'm pretty sure.
Well, so I've
And I
got.
built this little,
You've got a
workbench
workbench right here. I see it. Yep.
You might want to build one to get your tutorial points, but
Ah, good call. I
It's
do
whatever
want to do exactly that. So how do I do that already? Hang on.
need
Which one was the?
tree. There we go.
No.
One more stone.
I just had it. How did I? What did I do to? Ah, there it is.
The
It's
build?
up. It's up.
Build
Yeah.
is up on the D-pad.
Yep.
Logically, who wouldn't think to hit that button right away?
Right. That's obviously the first button you hit.
Makes complete sense.
Okay, so you've got your workbench over there, and it's garbage. I'm gonna build my good workbench. my real man's workbench right here.
No matter what, it's going to be primitive. We're stuck with primitive no matter what we do.
Yeah, yeah. That's my excuse for building another one.
I love it. All right, now we're talking.
So, okay, I think my health
So
is going down.
If I could make a suggestion, I would build the pickaxe. Since I built an axe.
Oh, I'm starving right now. That's the problem.
Yeah, we're real hungry. We're gonna have to take some pals in just a second.
All right.
And
we'll murder some pals. It's fine. It's fine.
That'll be fine. This is just the real world.
Right. It's what happens. Yeah. You murder
world.
your pals in the real world.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm already kind of into this.
It's really addicting.
All right.
Really,
I got my pickaxe. I'm gonna start chiseling away at this rock over here.
Oh, we'll see. I wonder if you'll be able to do that one with that pickaxe. Probably. So that's ore.
Oh yeah, I'm getting ore right now.
We can't do anything with that yet, but it is very nice to have and very hard to find. It's not typically tutorial material, so it's pretty impressive. I'm going to build us a box real quick so we can store things.
What is Palladium Fragment? Just another resource, or does it do anything special?
So Palladium Fragment is how you're going to make a lot of things in this game, but most importantly, it's how you're going to make Pal Spheres. So your Pokeballs.
Pokeballs, got it. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, here's Pal Sphere. Should I go and make one of those?
Yeah, if you want to make one, go for it.
I'm gonna make an axe first, just to make sure it's something that I have.
All right, I'm gonna store my wood and fiber in this box. If you want to drop your resources as well, whenever we need them.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and make a Pal Sphere. Or should I do more than one? Are we gonna need a handful of these?
Well, you're gonna need plenty.
Yeah. All right.
But
I'm gonna go and just do max
you
then.
Go at it.
Oh, I got to hold it for all of them. Got it. Ooh, I just got level 3. Like a cool kid. Chat, have you guys played this game at all? Anybody out there been playing this? Farrago Fox, I know you've been playing. Have you been enjoying it as well?
I've been hooked. I'm like 45 hours deep at this point.
Oh, wow. You're a hook. That's awesome.
I'm just about to the point that I'm like starting to burn out though, so I'm nearly done.
I have
I don't think it'll be much longer.
Is there a fast transfer button here?
I think it's Y and X is to half them.
Oh no, just X is to toss things over. That's what I'm looking for. Or is there anything I should keep? Pal Spheres, I'm guessing?
Yeah, you want to keep your Pal Spheres. I mean, we can just we'll share what we need to share and figure it out as we go along.
Goodbye, rock.
The cool thing is once we build our base, which we're about to do,
nice.
Everything that's in the box will just automatically be in our inventory whenever we're crafting.
Oh, brilliant. I love that.
So let's see if we can build a Pal box.
If you like this, when you are done with this, you should try Grounded. It is a really similar game, but it's also got solid 80s vibes of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I call it Honey, I Shrunk the Survival Game, and it's very good.
Yeah, it's been on my radar for a while. I'm sure I'll end up playing it eventually. And I know it's also one that was kind of perpetually in backlog, not backlog, early access. And so it was one that always, was like waiting. And I don't know if it's ever released in full, did it?
I believe so. Maybe? That's a good question. I don't know.
I'm going to build our Pal box right here.
Is there a quick weapon swap?
Why?
Because I would really like to know. Just kidding. I got it. I was naturally pushing the D-pad for that. It's funny just how game literacy automatically thinks I knew that pushing the left stick would get me to run, and so or whatever it is, pushing one of the sticks, left stick, was running for me. Just that natural gaming literacy. The conversation I've been having with a lot of people here and there is about gaming literacy and how games are becoming more and more popular these days. What is a rocky egg?
Oh, you're going to want to pick that up. The eggs are great.
Awesome.
But we are going over the cliff. Man, I really tried not to do that. It'll be fine.
But video gaming,
We might lose some pals over there.
Oh no!
It'll be okay.
Video
Supposedly they just released like a really big update today, and it's trying to make it so that pals do less silly things.
Oh no! I love the idea that
But
they will though.
Less is not none.
There it
They
is.
will definitely still do some.
I see that gap there.
I'm gonna try and catch a Hoocrates.
All right. So you just go out there and fight it? Is that what's happening here?
Yep. I'm just gonna fight it. Just gonna whack it with an axe for a while. No, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you are.
Man, I'm so used to my shield.
Oh no!
The good news is we just respawn. If you want to try to catch him, I've weakened him a little bit. I'll take my thing.
But I have 1 HP is the problem. I don't know that I can take any hits. No, nope, yep. A single hit and I'm down.
We can do this. I believe in us. We got this.
That makes one of us.
We got this.
Okay, so, select respawn point. Oh, it's going to be right here.
Yeah,
where the X
our
is,
base.
right?
No, where our base is.
Where's our base? Does it show?
It's the blue. Whites are spawn points.
Right.
Blues are bases. Man,
I don't have that
I tried
option.
so hard. All right.
Is there a thing that I need to do to select it as my base?
The blue thing?
Yeah.
No, are you not at the base?
It was not. I did not have the option to respawn at the base.
Oh no.
So I was wondering.
I guess we have to be in like a guild or something.
Oh, there was a like when I looked at you, there was a hold X to join guild or whatever.
Yeah, then I would probably be as close to our base as you can possibly be.
That's what I did. Which is where we spawned originally.
And then we'll just join a guild as soon as we
get
back.
I'm making my way down.
I got to make another pal sphere. Hopefully they don't regain health.
This is Nate's way of secretly just like locking me out. I died, and now he's going to build walls and be like, "Oh, sorry, no, we can't let you in here. This is for Nate's only."
People that play Minecraft with me do know that I make way too many bases. And so this is interesting to me that you could just potentially make like 3 bases. So 3 bases is the max, and I guess you could just do it per person. All right, nice. He's level 5 now. Or he's still level 5. He's only got a little bit of health. Behind the back bonus. Come on, baby. Let's see it. 69%. That's really high.
I got you. Make it happen. I believe in you.
Yes! All right.
Legend.
First one has been caught. I'm going to go ahead and deploy him so that we can get some bonus points.
Okay, wait. Stop. You're not stopping. Got to join you as a guild.
Oh, yeah. Join the guild.
Join guild. Do we both have to hold?
I approve.
There, we did it. Yes. Cool.
I approve this message. All right, I'm going to drop Who Crates at our base. There he is. That's ours.
He's our friend. Look at him. He's not feeling very good. What I want to know, what is in these pal spheres that makes us beat something near to death, put it in a ball, and then it comes out and it's like, "Oh, I love you guys. I remember you guys. You guys are awesome."
This is Pokemon logic. We don't question it. This is just the expectation at this point. That is definitely the biggest similarity between this and Pokemon.
Right.
All right, so as with any survival game, the most important thing really is like following the guide of the tutorial. What upgrades you want, so that you can get more levels, so that you can get more things.
Yep.
So we've got inventory stuff to consume food. We need food to do that, so I guess we got to myrtle something. Got to find something to end. Which there was another Who Crates over here.
Yeah.
Which either I guess you could try and kill it, or you could catch it. Either way.
Oh, hang on. Actually, I just remembered I have levels.
You should have spheres. RB is how you throw pal spheres as long as you have some. Do you want to help? Should we take this down for food, or should we try to catch it?
Food.
Oh, we're completely synchronized. That's very impressive.
Yes.
It literally dropped no food. Okay, well that's
you
not
monster.
Great. All we've done is murder something, and no food was given. Daydreams, I know, do not give food. They are a great catch, though.
I stood it back up, and it looks like it's just fine now. So we didn't do anything wrong.
All right, this guy does have food, but I don't have anything to sell him.
Oh, where did you come from? What's up, wandering merchant? What if we kill him? Will we have food? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We don't have to kill NPCs. Are
So
you?
the tough part about this game is knowing what all the different pals do. So we've caught Hoocrates, which his only ability is gathering. So all that he'll do is gather things that have fallen on the ground.
Oh.
You got to find one that has the ability to like pick up things and take it places. Daydream is one of those. If you want to try catching it,
I've kind of wandered a little bit. I saw some like cat monsters up top, and I'm gonna see if I can kill
cat
one of them.
monsters will drop food. They'll drop berries.
Oh, there's
So
a treasure chest here as well.
if you think you can kill them,
Gold coin, Pell spheres, and a copper key.
nice.
Okay. Oh, what about a lamb ball?
Lamb ball will drop mutton.
Nice.
You need that as
Get
well.
wrecked.
We can actually cook that.
Oh,
I can
that
go
was
ahead and build a
easy.
campfire.
That was easy. He's down. So where would he drop food if he did?
It's a random chance. So most of the time they drop food. Sounds like you got unlucky,
I did
like
get
we did
unlucky.
with the Hoocrates.
You're right, right. Unfortunately, I did find.
Luckily,
some
there's
sticks,
plenty of
though.
them.
Yeah. Going up here. We got some chickens. We got
Leveled
some
up.
cats. Nice, nice. Okay, come here, chicken. Oh, it's Chickapee. Get wrecked. Oh, there we
Go ahead
go.
and make a bed.
Chickapee poultry.
No, I can't make a bed. Really? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can.
Oh, another one of these is attacking me now. All right. There we go. Egg and chickpea poultry. All right, I got some food. I'm on my way.
All right.
I'm into this. So I have a group
It's
of
so
friends
addicting.
that I play games with every Monday night, and we try and find like multiplayer games to play. And that's who I played Grounded with when I played through it. And we've been playing Deep Rock Galactic for months now.
Yeah.
That's a fun game.
My gaming group has talked about that a lot, and then we just never wound up doing it. But
Oh,
it's one
man.
that has made the circles of like, you should totally play this game with your gaming group.
Rock and Stone, everybody. Rock and Stone. It's so good. At the same time, we've been playing it for months, and we're fine to continuing to play, but also we're ready to do something else if we want to. You know, it's about time to play something else. I'm going to suggest this for sure.
It's a good one.
Okay, so I have food. Where do I cook, or how do I prepare said food? Is there something I can build?
I'm going to make you a campfire here in just a moment.
Alrighty. Oh, I just leveled for some reason. Okay.
Okay, campfire shall be built in 10 seconds.
Nice.
So now you should be able to make things based off of the recipes available there.
Oh, I walked right
Cativa.
over the fire.
Nice.
There it is.
What's up, buddy?
Oh yeah. So we got some. Oh, I did get some lamb ball mutton. All right. I'm gonna make some grilled chickpea. Does food go bad?
Food does go bad, but it takes a very long time.
Oh, cool.
With how much we'll need to eat in the early game, we probably shouldn't worry about it. It'll be fine.
G Creature says you level up as time passes. You get a small trickle of XP just by existing in the game, which is why I just sort of passively leveled up a second there. That's cool. I like that.
Right. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and catch this daydream.
Yep.
We're gonna need that.
I'm cooking us some food here. Whoa!
so
It
much
just tried to
damage.
hit me. I dove out of the way by instinct, but now I'm on fire.
Come here. Come here.
I believe in you. I like that I'm literally over here frying eggs while you're there, like, fighting for your life. That's going to be a fun clip. Very
Hoocrates,
good.
stop fighting.
I got you. Hey, Hoocrates, you want some of this? Oh, never mind.
Come
That's
on.
our Hoocrates.
One more. Come on now. Aw,
Hoocrates killed it.
it's fine. I should have told it to stop fighting. I didn't think that the ones at the base fought, though.
Okay,
They sure do.
I'm gonna put some food in here. Now that we got some food.
I'm gonna deploy Kativa and Daydream. Actually, I can't do both of them. I can just do one. Probably gonna take Hook Rates back out.
Oh, nice.
So they are level capped. So even if they're a higher level, as long as you're not their level, they go down to whatever level you're at.
Nice.
Just so
Is this
you know.
another thing you cut right here? Oh, nice.
Yep. So now we have 2 pals in the base. I'm gonna build them a bed real fast so that they're happy.
Ooh, so they got their own beds and things like that too.
They do.
Okay, I need to capture 5 lamb balls to earn an experience bonus. And then I need to capture 30 pals. Those are my my goals right now. 30 pals, that's a lot of pals.
Yep. Everything under the sun does indeed get you points.
Cool.
So many points. It's not too difficult to level up. The easiest way to level up is by catching things, because when you can catch things up to 10 times and get experience for those 10 times. And so you're gonna want to catch things multiple times so that you can get that boost.
Oh, what? No, stop this. Go away.
Don't throw my cat.
I was trying to collect my lamb balls and he just stepped right in front of me and I picked him up instead. I think I might have accidentally thrown him in the fire though. Oh, he's okay. We're good. We're good. I love
One of the things that I saw that they changed in this one, or in the latest update, is they made it less easy for things to catch on fire.
Oh, that's good.
So I guess that was just a complaint they were getting, is that everything was just catching on fire so easily.
Fire hot? I love that the corpses just hang around. That
Shoddy bed, we can do that.
that dream whatever thing is still just like rolling around in our base there.
Oh yeah, just the dead Daydream.
Yeah.
So Daydream is a super cool one, and Hookrates is actually also very cool, because one of the things that you'll eventually be able to do is you'll be able to build like accessories that'll allow your pals to have guns or to be rideable or any of those sort of things. And Daydream in particular has a necklace, and whenever you build that necklace, it allows for Daydream just to be out whenever you're walking around, as long as it's in your party. And you can have up to 4 just out at a time. And then you could have a Hook Rates, which boosts all Dark Pals' powers. And so you're supposed to only be able to fight with 1 pal at a time, but if you do that build, you have 5 pals fighting at the very early game.
That's pretty cool.
It's a super nice little meta game, if you want to be the strongest.
What if I want to be the very best that no one ever was?
You could be that as well. Either or, both and. I should also tell you, you can fast travel from our base. So you can like click on the PAL box and hit B, and it'll let you fast travel to any of the fast travel points you found.
Nice.
So that'll make it far easier to travel next time to the land balls.
There we go. I've got a couple of lamb balls here.
Hopefully you got some wool so we can get a bed.
I did, actually.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. I found some more ore over here. And then this looks like... What do we have here? Oh, paldium ore. Just actual paldium rocks. And then once it becomes night, I should probably rush back to the base, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you're going to be cold.
Yeah. Oh, there is a very large grass elephant over here.
Yeah. That guy just walks around in the opening area, and I think it's cruel that they do that. Because he's like a level like 35 or something.
It's like it was the tree sentinel in Elden Ring, who's right there, like right as you walk out the door.
You'll definitely notice a lot of Elden Ring inspiration.
I love that.
There are throughout the game like seals where you can fight bosses, just like any of the sealed areas in Elden Ring.
Oh, that's
just go on the
super
circle
cool.
and you go inside the seal. There's a bunch of those. Yeah, this game borrowed a lot.
Which,
Borrowed a whole lot of things.
I mean, so did Elden Ring, right? Like from
Right?
Bloodborne and Dark Souls, and especially from Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah.
A lot of Breath of the Wild in Elden Ring. My homiletics teacher back in school, my preaching teacher, told me, good preachers borrow from each other. Great preachers steal from each other.
You know, that is a big debate right now happening in
Yeah.
the world of AI. Is like I'm pretty involved in AI and preachers in AI and trying to work through the ethics of it because I don't want us to be like behind the times. Instead, I want us to be in the conversation as it's happening.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the big things that keeps coming up is like pastors haven't been crediting things for a long time. So what do we need to credit whenever it comes to AI? Like how much do we need to say, like I pulled this quote from this person? You know, if we were actually drafting out a sermon, we'd have to put citations. But
Right.
if we're just preaching it, most people don't do that. So it's weird. It's a weird field.
It really is. I mean, again, for AI, was it Midjourney? One of them just released like, hey, these are all the artists, like many of the artists we pulled from without their consent. And it's like this huge list of digital artists from all over the place. But at the same time, there's the argument of what if you just, when you were learning to become an artist, really liked this one artist and like based your work off of their work, and over time as you developed it became your own stuff but it looks similar to theirs. Like, do you still have to cite them as your inspiration? Like, it's weird and it's complicated.
It's very tough. I do not envy anyone working in the field of like AI trying to develop the thing because they are starting at a immediate deficit.
Absolutely.
People are just mad at them right away.
It's sun setting. Should we make our way back to our base or will we be okay?
I think I saw you recently. Where are you? You're pretty close to me, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Follow me. I'm going to take us to a fast travel
Cool.
because I definitely don't have them memorized.
We got what looks like a Breloom over there on the left.
Yeah, a little bit. They're very strong. Dinosaur is super strong. And we're going to walk past this guy. Don't touch him.
Don't touch him. Got it. Ooh, what is
If
this?
you want to try to catch a penguin, you're certainly welcome to, but the fast travel point is right ahead.
See, now you're tempting me. Do I want to catch a penguin? Of course I do.
They're super fun. It's nice to have a water type this early on, too.
Wow. You're not Pengullet. Mamorset, level 38.
I think you can take him.
You can go for it, man. You got a wooden axe and no clothes. Make it happen.
I'm fast traveling back to the base here.
Cool. I'm going to grab this treasure chest over here, and then I'm going to catch a penguin.
Hopefully, I'll be able to build a shoddy bed. Did I get enough stuff?
Back here.
I got exactly
Summer
enough
rain.
for one, so hopefully you have some as well.
Wool.
Oh, no, wait, I have to have foundation. Oh, no.
They're running from me. Penguins, let me love you. And by love, I mean kill. Oh, you're a little stronger than I expected, penguin friend.
We're not too far, probably, from our first raid. Because I think they throw you one automatically at a certain point, and I'm a little nervous about it.
I've
seen people survive their first raid, but I've also seen people just get completely wrecked.
So is it pals that raid us or other
It could be anything.
NPCs?
There's a couple options. The scariest one to me is there's one that is some interesting, questionable looking pals that are fangirls that just want you to love them. And they want you to love them so bad that they are willing to hurt you. It's like a Yandere simulator situation there. And yeah, it's uncomfy. It's a weird one. Hard one to explain. Don't have your parents walk in on that one, right?
Does Lamball do anything? Becomes a
Lamball
shield.
is a shield. Are you talking about that?
Yeah, and drops
Yeah.
wool sometimes. Cool.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna was it beds that you said we need?
Yes, I'm attempting to build a house over here that will allow us to put beds, but I need wood because I built it outside of our circle.
I'm guessing I need to. Oh yeah, technology for sure. Let's see. Where do I see? Oh, there. I have 19 technology points. Haven't spent any of these. Okay. Let's go with a bow and arrow, shoddy bed, repair kit, pal bed. Okay, we'll just go all of level 3 here. Ooh, a fire bow and a fire arrow. Sure. Parachute? Can we get gliders? I'm unlocking a parachute.
You absolutely can.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's so funny. Everybody's talking about them ripping off Pokemon. And it's like, this game's just Pokemon, but nobody talks about the plethora of other things that it's beg, borrowing, and stealing from.
It's just like Pokemon, except also a survival game, also a crafting game, also like you can't be just like something plus 800 other things.
Right.
All right.
Also not a thing like Pokemon.
More need cloth. Cool. I'm gonna make a bunch of cloth so that we can.
Do you have any wool for a bed? Because we need one more bed.
Yes. Hang on. Give me a second.
You want to drop one wool? I can get it and make a bed.
Hang on. Wait. Where's drop? How do I drop?
You could also put it in the chest. It's either way.
Oh, right. That's the easy way. There you go. There's a wool in the... Oh, Lamball's crafting for us. That's cool.
Yeah. So they have these like little symbols that are lit up whenever you look at their profile, and that tells you what they do.
That's incredible. So you can pretty
There's
much...
There's a lot of different things they can do.
You can pretty much end up like automating a ton of things here, it seems like.
You absolutely can.
That's wonderful. All right. Do you want some clothes?
Sure.
Oh, apparently it takes a long time to make clothes.
It'll help us not be cold all the time.
Okay, Lamball. I'll let you build the next set of clothes. There. Oh, it auto-equipped it on me. Dang, I look good. Yay.
So nervous for that first raid. It's going to happen. I just know it's coming. So anxious. I got absolutely wrecked my first time. Just embarrassingly so.
Not us. Not this time. We're pros. All right, there's an outfit.
So in exactly 13 seconds, both beds will be built. If we both sleep at the same time, it'll Minecraft into the next day, and we won't have to deal with nighttime.
Nice, nice, nice. There is an outfit at the table for you.
Rock on.
Sleep first?
Yep.
Cool. Hungry. There should be some food in the chest.
Nice. Ah, but now you can't see my my Dr. Manhattan body in its full majesty.
And its full deliciousness.
Only some.
All right. Let's also go ahead and cook up this poultry and eggs. Oh, I got a lot of stuff I can cook
Oh
up
no,
here.
I didn't build a bed inside our base, and so it doesn't count it for the base. That's so silly.
What?
Do you
Because
have
it's
any
just
more wool?
outside of it. I see.
Oh my gosh. I was trying to make it so that it wasn't a waste of space for our pals, and in return, it did not count it as a mission.
Wow. Oh, the rock came back.
That's so annoying.
I didn't realize resources respawn. That's pretty cool.
They do. So a really cool thing that you can do in this one in particular is make it so that you're on like a vein of ore. So like we have one ore rock, which is super rare for this early game, but some spots will be like veins and there'll be like 10 different ores. And you
Oh,
can just set up a base where there's a bunch of ore and just absolutely make like a workhouse of that.
it's brilliant.
And you'll need it for pretty much everything. Ore and ingot become the like most precious resource.
Oh, our chest is full. All right, it happens.
Yeah, we might need another one.
Oh, that was the repair bench. Oh, looks like I need the repair bench.
Have you dropped any wool, Lamball?
Yeah, plenty of resources for that.
Will you be offended if I take this egg?
Not at all. This is our stuff, Nate. It's our stuff.
Rock on.
Well, hey, man, while we're looking at some stuff and building up our base here, hey, will you tell us a little bit more about Checkpoint? What's kind of your guys' motto? Why the internet? How's that been working out for you guys? Tell us about Checkpoint, my friend.
Sure. So the reason that Checkpoint really got started is because I was looking for Checkpoint. Like I was looking for something in that space. I grew up in the church. I'm a PK and a pastor's kid, for those of you not in the know there. And I loved my church. I grew up like super involved with the youth group and all of that, and I was really into it. And I felt like I was living a double life because I had my like youth group friends and then I had my nerd friends that read Shonen Jump and stuff. And the two like weren't allowed to blend. And so I wanted to explore the possibilities of like, could a church like this exist? Could there be a place that would feel like it would welcome me? And then whenever I went to undergrad, I discovered that I was not the only nerd that felt like they weren't allowed in the church. And it made me just sad for the state of the church.
Absolutely.
So I started to develop in div school, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to make sure that that nerds know that they're loved? And decided that there's no time like the present to just do it.
That has
And
been
so we started to envision this thing called Checkpoint and see what it could become and what it could evolve into. And like I said, originally it was going to be con-based, but then turned into being an internet ministry, which honestly makes more sense for me because I'm very much a digital native. Like I prefer the internet. I'm an introvert through and through and like super enjoy the space. And so I want to be on the internet most of the time anyway. So it just allowed for that to be my experience. And so we started to form this thing, and we have our, you mentioned a motto. We have kind of our catchphrase of God loves you, we love you, you matter. And that was very intentional of like, we say God loves you because first off, we believe it. But second off, because we don't want you to feel like we're like pulling wool over your eyes when you're in our space. Like we are a Christian space. We are a church. You don't have to be a Christian to be here, but we're not going to be like, hey, we're just cool and fun. And also Jesus loves you. Like I want to be very upfront about the fact that we are Christians in the space. And then we say, we love you because we want them to know that they are loved in this space. They're welcome in this space. And then we say you matter because of what you mentioned, right? The loneliness epidemic, suicidal ideation on the rise, like all the stuff that I saw in my time as a youth minister. I was like, this is what the internet needs to hear. And so I want to make sure that that is said. And so we include that in everything that we do. We throw it at the end of all of our sermons. We throw it in the end of all of our streams, podcasts, like whatever it is. I want to make sure that people do not leave without an opportunity to hear that God loves them, we love them, and they matter. And that's kind of the vibe that we enter with, and let everything else on top be the stuff on top. It's just kind of mission from that point on. But our ethos really is God loves you, we love you, you matter. And let's talk about what that means.
That's awesome, man. I love that. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about how you were like, you felt unwelcome, that your friends were so different, and that is, there has been so much hurt from the church to nerd culture, and I can't remember who it was. One of my early guests, I used the word church hurt, and they interrupted me and they just said, you know what sucks? That you can say that phrase, church hurt, and everybody knows exactly what you mean. Everybody knows exactly what you mean. And that is so true for nerds, is that there's such similar, almost copy and paste experiences of being told to grow up, that whatever you like is a waste of your time or unchristlike or witchcraft or satanic or whatever. And to have a safe place to be able to go to is so vital, especially when you're a digital native, or especially when there is a fear of what might happen when you walk into a church. Like at Safe Point, we love what we do and we think we're doing, wonderful work and everything like that. But there are people that are going to see we want to plug you into a physical church and they're just going to say no thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so good that there are churches like Checkpoint out there. What sort of like struggles have you guys had? Like, how are you accepted among other churches? Is the UMC in general you guys are obviously okay with, but what about other UMC pastors and ministers and whatnot? Do they all see you as valid and equal?
I mean, it runs the gamut. Like, I think the reality of the UMC in particular is that we're a wide swath, right? We're a global denomination, and so there are going to be people that feel a certain way about certain things. We've definitely had plenty of pushback about like digital ministry isn't real ministry, and like, so when are you going to get them to a real church? And like a lot of the kind of degradation that we're really getting everywhere. We're just getting it within our own camp as well. So it's not any more or less, I would say. It's just kind of more of the same. I just have to kind of let it like brush off my shoulders. Like I don't have time for it. Like there's no room for me to really care about people's hot takes about digital ministry anymore because I'm actually doing it, and we need to focus more on the work actually being done instead of the people that are just there to drag it down.
Absolutely.
And so I've reached a place at some point where it's like I'm not going to have patience for it. And if people want to actually have a genuine conversation, then let's have the conversation. And I would like put money on the fact that I'll probably be able to convince you.
Yeah.
Like I bet by the end of our conversation, you'll agree that digital ministry is possible. But if you're not even willing to broach the subject, you're never gonna get it. It's never gonna plug in.
Man, and that is just something that is a struggle for us. It's probably Save Point's biggest hurdle is just not being taken seriously. There's like when we talk to churches and we talk about, hey, well, we're wondering if you are nerd friendly. Like, do you guys want to talk more about what it means to be comfortable with video games in your church or your congregation or whatnot? And I would say with 80% regularity, no, like they're not, or I will just not get calls back or have, people ghost me or just not get emails back or whatever. And it's frustrating and sad, but it is the reality of the matter, as you said.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's fantastic. Like I love it. I love it so much. I love getting to do it. I love getting to be in this like work and in this ministry, but it definitely has its shortcomings and its frustrations. And that's probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
Is trying to deal with people that just simply aren't willing to understand.
Okay, I am out. I did some wandering just to see what was out and about. And there's like an old structure. I have some like ruins around me here.
For sure.
Is this safe for me to explore?
Let me see if I can find you on the map. Oh, yeah. You're in a great place.
Cool.
I'm sure there'll be probably some cool like chests and collectibles and stuff.
Nice. Nice. I'm also out here just killing lamb balls for wood or for wool because we ran out of wool. So
yes, we need one more pal bed. We also have room for another pal. I'm gonna throw down a gummoss because gummoss is gonna help us with our berry plantation that we're gonna have to build before too long.
Look at you being a homemaker over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to hook you up. I'm like, I'm gonna let Steve play the game so that I'll do all the other things so that he can just enjoy. Just enjoy the experience. It really is a fun game, and it's very addicting. I'm really sad about. There's another game that just came out that's very similar. That came out like at the exact same time as Pal World, and Pal World has just taken over because of the meminess of it.
Yeah, no
but
joke.
It's called Enshrouded. And it's a voxel-based survival game that looks super good. It reminds me of Valheim, and nobody's talking about it. And it's such a bummer.
I haven't even heard of it. Yeah.
They worked so hard. They worked so hard on this game. It looks fantastic. From what I've heard, it plays incredible, but just nobody cares because of Pal World. Of all the things, this memey goofy game has taken over.
Right.
And they're been slept on.
I mean, the fact that I'm literally out here with an axe chopping up what is essentially a wooloo is amusing to say the least.
Yep. All right, berry plantation and one more pal. If you do see one of the penguins, now would be a good time to catch it. Otherwise, I will.
I
Go out and
started
catch one
fighting
after
one,
this.
but it was level 6 and it started shooting ice magic at me. And I was like,
It
"That's
does do
okay.
that.
I'm still gonna do this. I'm still gonna make it." And then his friend, who was level 5, started shooting ice magic at me. And that's when I was like, "You know what? It's probably time to go."
Yeah, they gang up on you in this game. It gets a little scary when you start to attack more than one. But we're leveling up quick.
I do appreciate the honesty of this game. That it's not trying to like gloss over the reality of what you're doing here.
Yeah, just wait until you unlock the butcher knife.
Oh no!
That's a real shift in the experience. It's like use this to deplete some of your like pals that you've caught. They will not return.
Oh my gosh!
Super ominous. So,
It is legitimately just telling you, "Hey,
yep.
you're gonna chop these guys up and eat them." Just a heads up. That's what's
100%.
happening here.
By the way, this ain't gonna be pretty. Yeah, whenever I unlocked that, I was like, "What am I playing? What is this game right now?"
What is this? What is even happening? Okay, come on. Make it. Yes. I was trying to climb up to an area, but I just barely didn't have enough stamina for it. And then I realized that I had one level that I hadn't put in stats for. And so I was able to level up just that one little bit to get me up to the top there.
Very nice. I gotta catch some pals. I'm
Gotta
nowhere
catch
near
some
the level I
pals.
need to be.
Yeah, I'm at 6 out of 30. I should stop killing and start catching.
Need some wood.
Yeah, this looks like a really ominous place. Are you sure it's safe?
Oh yeah, you're fine.
I'm climbing up some stairs surrounded by torches. It's like boss battle arena 101 here.
Ah, you're good.
Big open room with a chest that's glowing red. What's happening over here?
There is one spot in the world where there's 4 chests in like a spooky circle in the middle of this giant like artifice, and it's like this is gonna kill me. This is a bad spot. This is not somewhere I need to be. Why are they all here? Like, who's about to jump in as soon as I collect these? But sure enough, it was nobody. The answer was nobody. I was just fine, but it was very scary.
The reason the chest was glowing red is because it needed a key, which I had one, and I was able to open it.
Nice.
It was cool, yeah.
I don't know if you've made a shield yet, but that's a nice thing to unlock from your technology points.
I have not, and I found out these old ruins. Farmer Daniel, welcome, hello, glad to have you here, my friend. Have you played Pal World, Farmer Daniel? This is a highly entertaining game. Those old ruins, by the way, just kind of like backed up to the opening area, like our original spawn point.
I may or may not have known that and just let you explore.
This
I told you you'd be fine.
You were correct. Yeah,
I
that's
knew.
true.
I knew.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff to find and some nice areas. We'll have to, before things are all said and done. So we're only an hour in. We got plenty of time.
Yeah,
but
plenty of time.
before things are said and done, we've got to go to a dungeon because those are super fun too.
All right, I'm gonna catch some chickens. We don't have any chickens over there. What? I'm guessing they lay eggs. That would be a smart thing for them to do.
Chickens do lay eggs.
I knew it. I'm a genius. Who would have
This
thought?
game can't outsmart you.
Yeah. Now the pleasure live through my streams. Oh, well, thank you very much. Genuinely appreciate it. The game itself is very fun. It's essentially not a. I mean, it's Pokemon, but survival game. But it's got like elements of a lot of different games, and it's very fun.
From what I've heard, I've never actually played the Ark survival games, but from what I've heard, it is basically Ark.
Ah,
And
oh yeah, I've heard that as well,
me,
actually.
It makes me want to try it because I've been so obsessed with this.
Fairy Fox, woohoo! Finally able to listen in. I missed the beginning. Any server mods? You guys are playing vanilla, just vanilla right now.
Vanilla.
Yeah, I wanted to learn the game myself and to be able to figure this out. What's going on here? What kind of mods have you been playing with, Fairy Fox? There are obviously some ones that Nintendo was unhappy about.
Yeah, definitely not the Pokemon mod.
No.
Swiped that real quick.
Oh, what are you? Oh, you're a dead chicken. Never mind. It's fine. Oh, there's like a waterfall over here. Base limit mod since I'm playing on a relatively populous server right now. Nice.
That's amazing.
Oh, there's like a green glowing thing over here in the corner. I am like exploring this world like, ooh, what's that? Ooh, look at this. And you're over here just like, yep, that's
I'm grilling chicken right now. That's my gaming experience.
I appreciate your chicken grilling. As long as there's dinner on the table when I get home at 5,
right.
You know, that's.
I do it so that you can live a good life.
Yeah. My hands look like this, so your hands can look like that. You know.
The Homer Simpson meme where it's like the do it for her. I got pictures of Steve all up there.
Exactly. Perspective says Nate just wanting to be a farmer in any game he plays. Is that true?
That's also true.
Yeah.
That's pretty valid. I do love farming games. I really haven't been playing many recently. There's a couple that have been like on the horizon, but to be honest, one of the things that we do at Checkpoint is we put together nerdy sermons every Sunday, and so I'm essentially trying to like exegete a video game, anime, movie, whatever, and scripture and write a sermon around it every single week. And so the slow going farming sim is not something I get to play too terribly often because I'm booking it through whatever games I can so that I can get into the next thing and make sure that I have plenty of room for it.
Virgo Fox is saying that, oh, no, well, you killed it. No, you didn't. There we go. That there's a voice attack mod. You hold down F and you can just say craft, mine, cook. Is that what you're saying here?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's wild. Oh, I've got some berries out here. Nice. Not I'm out of program.
Oh, interesting.
I'm playing on a controller.
Everybody that keeps coming to help me. I thought that's right. We're playing in Game Pass. So they just updated in PC, like Steam, where you no longer can pick up your pals with X. You pick them up with Y, which makes it so nice because it's so easy to act up when they're next to you helping.
Yeah, I've already done that. Accidentally picked up one of your pals and accidentally threw it into a fire. You know. Oops.
Yeah, this is the second 18 gigabyte patch in like the past 2 weeks.
Jeez. All right,
They aren't messing around.
Any of these cats yet. You're level 1, so I'm just gonna hit you and then let my Wooloo, my lamb ball. There we go. All right, I'm at. What's happening? I'm hearing. Oh.
Are you okay?
So I just I captured something and then heard a lot of noises and then realized that I had just aggroed the whole area. And nope. Oop. Oh, I'm out of pal spheres. All right, I'll have to make my way back. But I leveled.
I'm crafting a bunch right now. Tomorrow's gonna be my big day for catching.
Nice. Firefox, use it in flight sims for macros. It's great in just about any game. I could see that being super fun in flight sims.
Yeah, right now my thumb is locking up from holding the X button for so long.
Why not just let the...
They're so slow until you get some fast ones. That's why Daydream is so nice in the very beginning. I picked it up. Man. That is so annoying. I've forgotten already how annoying it is.
Yeah, don't like holding buttons. Yep. I think I'm near... Yeah, fast travel.
I'm going on a hunt. I'm gonna go catch me a fox.
Make it happen. We got one in the chat. Fair go, Fox.
There we go.
You okay with this?
Or a premise would be pretty nice too. We're not far from nighttime.
No. Man, there are things here that I want to, like, part of me wants to try. Like, there's an ecthrideer, something like that over here. I'm curious about. But I don't think it's time yet. Oh, I'm hungry. I got to eat some food.
All right, I'm just going to level up. Maybe I'm going to level up.
Let's see. What am I? Level 6? No, not yet. Not yet, ecthrideer. Oh, but you just ruined that Cativa. One of the pals just ran, like literally ran over another one. Okay, so I got one of these green effigy things. What exactly is that?
So those, whenever we build a statue of power, are going to let you level up your capturing rate.
Oh, nice. I see another one.
Which is what the current level we're at, so we're about to do that. But I don't know if you'll have enough of them yet to do anything.
I'm like right next to you here. Hey. Do we know of any good communities or servers for us Christian nerds? Do you know of any communities or servers of... how's that
I know of so many. Obviously, are you talking like servers within Pal World or just
Pal
in general?
World servers. But in general, I'm sure you have
I know... I don't really know of any that are like public though. I just know of a lot of like Christian communities that are having their own little like private servers. I don't know how big the Pal World community is at this point. I mean, it's huge, but like I don't know if anybody's done the intentional space building that we need to do in the Christian space.
I'm finding some.
Most of them are just like streaming communities.
Oh yeah, a lot of streaming community type stuff. So yeah, I'm sure you could like. I'm sure Checkpoint has one. Yeah.
We don't have a group server, no.
Oh.
I looked into it, and I think at the time it was the thing where you had to like give them your whatever it's called, your like internet protocol number.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how to do it, to be honest. I can't keep up. Can't keep up with these kids and their games. Their video games.
I'm fighting some alpaca over here. It's pretty tough. I think I'm going to be able to do it, but they're just so fast. They keep running away from me.
Yeah, it's nice to have a bow and arrow.
Yeah, I have one, but I just didn't build enough, make enough arrows. Let's see. I'll go ahead and give them some shots here.
Something we could talk about if you need help setting up NPN. We can chat on Discord later. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to. I know we definitely have some people in our community that have their servers set up, so I'm sure they would be more than happy to help me build one.
There it is. All right. Leather, nice, and 4 wool. But I'm also quite injured. I'm gonna head back.
Alpaca is cool. We're about to build the PAL workbench, and so that'll allow us to build the PAL accessories. So you could ride the alpaca if you catch it.
Oh, nice. Okay, what are the ones that look exactly like fluffy Eevees?
Premise: it drops wool, and what else does it do? It does something else that's cool, but I can't remember. I'm guessing that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
We have one. I think I'd caught one and put it in the base.
Oh, nice. Oh, our pals need to eat too? I just saw that Daydream ate a fried egg. So we're going to need a lot of food then.
Yeah, I put a feed box in, and we just need to stock it. So we have a berry field now, and so what I do is just take all the berries and put them in there because it's going to make so many berries. I'm almost in the point in my personal game where I have the like anything field unlocked, which is super nice.
Nice. Oh yeah, I got a ton
Right,
of
I
berry
have
seeds
leveled
here.
up with the effigy, so you can now do it as well. If you go over to it and hit X, and then it'll let you enhance your player stats.
Where's
As long
that
as you
at?
have one.
Oh, right here. I see it.
It's the big Lucario right there.
Yeah, the big Lucario.
That's all it is. I'm very much a Pal World apologist. Like, I don't think they have that much overlap with Pokemon, but some of the designs are pretty
Obvious.
hysterical.
Yeah. The
Some of them I
Wooloos
gotta
and
give
the
it.
Eevees and...
Not many, but some of them I've got to acknowledge it. Can't stand on the principles for too long.
Oh, interesting. So I've got like a level 7 Lamb Ball with hard skin here. Would he be worth me leveling up?
You could. I haven't, like, there's no real sense in doing any of the leveling up at the beginning, but
No?
you could.
Cool. Man, what is this weird plant-looking guy here? Gumoose? Gumas?
Yeah, he's fun.
Wild. All right, Pal Team is hungry.
Nice.
How do we feed them? By putting stuff inside of this...
Yeah, just put it in the feed box.
Yeah, I put a bunch of berries in there already.
They'll eat as they're hungry. Last thing I'm going to do is build this Pal workbench, and then we can go to sleep so it'll be daytime.
Nice. Ooh, alarm bell? Would that be useful?
Yeah, so what it allows you to do is whenever we get raided, which I'm amazed has not happened yet, whenever we get raided, you can switch all of them into attack mode at once, which is the click of a button.
Do we have one yet?
No, I've not built one.
Cool. I'm going to do that. Wait, how do I do that? Oh, here we go. Storage, campfire. There it is. Doesn't matter where?
Doesn't matter to me.
Cool. I'm going to put it right behind Lucario.
Yeah, I think since we're in your game, it allows you to just log back in. So this is wherever you want things.
And then I also got a hanging trap.
Yeah, those are sort of helpful. I never wound up really using them much.
Since we got a little bit of a bottleneck here, I'm actually going to place one right out here. We're going to see if this helps at all. Oh, insufficient materials. Never mind. It's fine.
Ooh, nice. Mission complete.
Challenge the boss at Rain Syndicate's tower. I'm guessing that's going to be the dungeon that you're talking about.
No.
Oh.
That's a big boss, which we can try, but it's probably going to be a while.
That's fine.
It's pretty tough.
I am patient. Ooh, what is this?
But we can definitely take on a dungeon today.
That's what I like to hear.
That is very manageable. Look at that. We didn't even need to sleep. It's just daytime. Haven't messed with traps yet. Need to give them a try. I just don't really know, like, who I'd want to trap. Like, I think it's only traps small ones anyway. So I guess maybe it'd be nice for, like, initial leveling up to try and get your 10s. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know how it'd be helpful.
Happy Irishman. Hey, dude, this game is 2,700 out of 10.
It's so
I
good.
am very much enjoying this right now. Quite pleased with it. All right, I am going to put
So
that right
addicting.
there. We're going to see how that trap goes. We're going to see if it's of any use. Probably won't be. In fact, I probably... can I rearrange it at all? Nope, I can't. Dang it. I just realized I have it facing the wrong direction. Oh, well.
Still need more wood.
Hung out with Pastor Nate last week. Brought us a good word before our shift in the morning. That's awesome, man. Don't forget about
nice.
melting similar ones together for leveling
The
purposes.
Happy Irishman. Okay. Yeah. Have you been to Chipotle yet, my friend? I hope that you had some lunch, enjoyed it. Whenever I met with the LTN folks, I got them like a little basket of just like thank you for doing what you do and serving nerds. And I told them like I wish I could take you out to lunch, but I just know that I can't. So instead, like here's a gift card.
Oh,
Sweet.
nice. That's awesome.
In my wallet, waiting for the correct day. Very nice.
Can we fast
Yeah,
travel?
I don't get to do stuff like that super often.
Can we fast travel from here to other fast travel points?
We can.
Okay.
You're gonna go to the little PAL box base, hit B, and it'll open up the fast travel menu.
Cool.
It's very nice.
Irishman, how far are you into this game? Or are you just like seeing it now that we're playing it? You too, Farrago Fox. How much? I know you've been playing a lot. Nate says he's got like 150 hours or something like that in this game.
Not quite. This will get me very close to 50 though. I will nearly be there with this.
Irishman says he's 20 or 21. Nice. All right. I'm going to head back over to this fast travel point where we were before, and I'm going to see if I can catch one of those llamas.
Yeah, you just enjoy. Me and Daydream are going to be over here just building the ranch.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Oh, no.
Sweetheart.
You just enjoy. You just enjoy your day.
Nightwing. We got Batman characters out here, man.
Yeah. It's a good one. That's another one that you can ride. It's an early one that you can ride and fly. It's super fun.
Who are you? You're a new face. Don't tell me. An outsider? Not that it matters to me. Now that you're on the silent one, I'll try and catch some pet. Yeah, I've already done that. Yep, up to 10 of the same kind. Pal tamers get stronger the more pals they capture. That's what they say. Hey, chat, you know what they say. Pal tamers get stronger the more pals they capture. Here, take this.
Can't stop hearing it.
Yeah, it's constant. Thanks for the palladium fragments. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Okay.
So I've seen that y'all have been playing lots of Super Mario RPG.
Oh my gosh, that game. Did you play it back in the day at all?
I have never played it before. We played the first like 6 hours of it or something on stream, but we haven't gotten any further than that. And I enjoyed my experience with it. I know that it's a classic, an icon, but I have not gotten the time to devote to it.
I played it and beat it legitimately probably like, I don't know, 10 times when I was younger. And so coming and seeing the remake and playing it and seeing how like accurate it has been so cool. Like just so much fun.
I love it.
Hang on. How do I feed my pal team? Oh, never mind. I see it right here.
R3.
I got it.
Or
Cool.
yeah, go in the menu and Y.
Got it.
There is a cute little animation if you want to feed them in the real world outside the menu.
Whoa.
But that would get real annoying.
Hey, how come this Gummoose is giant?
Is he shiny?
Yeah.
You found a shiny.
That's it. I found a shiny?
Yep.
My man.
So if you can catch it, it has like elevated stats and typically like a rarer ability.
I am absolutely going to catch this guy. First, I'm going to grab this egg over here before I forget, but... All right.
Yep, very lucky.
Giant Gummoose. Don't die. That's my fear is I'm going to accidentally kill you.
I'm on fire. One of our communities that we play a lot with and hang out with a lot is Humar Whitill, Cameron plus Deanna, First Geek 411. It's like all three of them in one community. And his very first time playing Pal World, he got a shiny Melpaca. And so it was a giant Melpaca that he could ride right from the get-go.
That's awesome.
My first shiny, I think, was a Katiba.
Okay, I'm at 43%. Oh no! My dumb pal killed it!
Oh no.
My pal killed it!
So, I probably should let you know beforehand. R3. So if you hit in on the right stick, you can tell your pals to not fight, and you can only fight. That's a helpful tip to know before you find a shiny next time.
Oh my gosh. It was only saying like 40% catch possibility anyway, so
It's tough.
Yeah, but still.
It's tough with the very, very beginning pal spheres.
Oh, you can upgrade. That makes sense. Upgrade the pal spheres.
Yeah. And there's like stacks on stacks. There's more than in the Pokemon world. Like it's not just regular great ultra master. Like it keeps going.
Nice. They're all afraid of me. They're all just running away, like all of the pals.
Get out of here.
Maybe I'll run back and... Oh, I got to run back and fix my axe anyway. It's about to break. I just put them back in my inventory when they get close. Yeah, man, I really got to do that. I'm learning.
Yeah, I have the Daydream necklace pretty much permanently equipped, and so I've got to tell it to stop attacking because it won't go back in.
Oh, where was...
Grimace!
Dag nabbit, where was the fast travel?
What?
I already forgot what the fast travel is. That's
Grimace
okay.
one-shotted my shield.
Wow.
Not very nice.
Okay, there's a giant tower here that looks all futuristic.
That's the Rain Syndicate Tower. There should be a fast travel really close to there.
Okay, cool.
That's where the boss is that we should not take on yet.
Got it. But I can get to the tower without having to fight said boss?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
It's not at the tower. It's near the tower.
Got it.
If you go to the map with whatever the left start button is, used to be select, you should see like a grayed out version.
Oh, yeah. I see it. Cool. Okay, Nate, I have a very important question for you.
Let's hear it.
Have you seen or know of Delicious in Dungeon?
I have. I'm on episode 4.
You caught up with it? I think that's...
Episode 5, I think, dropped today, and I haven't.
Oh, okay. What do you think of it?
It's all right. I had higher expectations. It's definitely an anime. It's a goofy one, and it looks gorgeous, which is nice. But I kind of think about it how I think about Mashley, like Muscles and Magic, where it's like, this is good, but it's like not that good.
To me,
the best anime around right now is Freerun. If you're not watching that, you need to be watching it.
Mm. Freerun?
Freerun might become like my #1 anime of all time. Like, I'm not trying to overhype it.
Wow. Okay.
But I'm overhyping it. It's so good.
Is it a...
It is.
Oh, well, it broke.
It's a new class.
Frostbite, my
What's up,
man.
Frost?
Delicious Dungeon for me is like I don't really need to worry or care or about anything or anyone. It's just there to chill. You know what I mean? Like,
yes, exactly.
It is so nice for that.
Yeah.
And I've been really enjoying it. And I like to cook in general as well. So, Frost, have you been playing Pal World at all? It seems like a game you might like. He says, oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, we got a lot of wool here. Nice. Oh, what are ancient civilization parts and precious entrails?
You're going to want them. You're definitely going to want those.
Precious entrails nice as well?
Yeah, precious entrails you're going to sell. So if that merchant's still at our base, you can sell it to him. Otherwise, you'll just have to find a merchant somewhere.
Got it.
Let's see. I know I leveled up. I'm going to go boost my stamina. And, ooh, we could have a flamethrower. That's pretty nice.
Absolutely.
I know we need the logging spot. Sure, why not?
I've always said...
I never really used the flamethrower, so I'll use it now.
I've wanted to throw flame.
Let's see, who else? I don't have 10 of anybody, so I could catch literally anyone.
Okay, I got to do some cooking.
Played solo for a while at the point where I need to join a server. My only problem with joining a server, Frost, is I don't know if I want to start over. Like right now, I'm starting over for a save point, but that's about the extent of it. Like I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to go back to the very beginning.
I will probably start a server for me and some friends. But other than that, they say, oh, this is only at level 20. Is that pretty low?
Y'all are making me curious about what level I am. Now I gotta go check it out. 'Cause I know what I just unlocked, so let's see what level I'm at. Let's see. I'm at level 36 in my game. So I'm getting to the point now where I'm like almost level 50, and once you get to level 50, I'm like, either I'm gonna have to improve my base or join a server or go to the next game, which is probably gonna be my preference.
Don't mind starting over. It's an active server where people are contributing to the camp I'm in. I don't. For whatever reason,
I wish it was a procedurally generated world. I think that's what would make me want that.
Agreed. I agree with that. The fact that that you're able to be like, nah, like I know everything that happens. I have done that. That to me, that is honestly a little like, oh, well, that. I wish we were exploring this area together. You know.
Right.
All right. What food can I put in here for you guys? Will they be cannibals if I put food like eggs in there? Will they eat it?
I would think so.
Cool.
I'd be amazed if they didn't. This game feels like the game that would go there.
They eat everything.
I don't know if they eat everything.
We're just
I
gonna
couldn't
put
like
some
give
wood
them
in
like an
there,
arrow and be like, eat this arrow.
Chow down.
There's got to be a limit somewhere.
I still can't believe my dumb old pal killed that shiny.
It's so
Oh, man.
annoying.
Okay, not everything. So, Nate, tell us more about you, man. Tell us what kind of stuff are you into? What games do you play? What games are you playing? Let us know about Nerd Pastor Nate.
Yeah, unfortunately, way too much Power World right now. That's the game that's taken over my life. But I have several games on my back burner that I really want to get into. I am an avid gamer, an avid reader, and an avid anime watcher. I would say those are the three things that take up the most of my time and hobby passions. So.
What are you reading?
I love reading books. I read 7 books at a time. I've done it for the past like 6 years now, and it's been a really good habit of I read a chapter of a book every single day out of 6 books. So technically reading 6 chapters a day, and it gets me through lots of books. But the reason I did it was post seminary. I was like, I read so many books in seminary. I can't let this habit die. And so instead, I decided to keep reading about as much as I was reading in seminary, but allowed myself the time to read things that I actually wanted to read. And so now I keep it to like, I'm going to read a nonfiction to continue learning. I'm going to read like a business acumen to continue developing and marketing. But then I'm also going to make sure that I'm reading fun stuff, things just for me. And so my current one that I just finished reading was Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Have you heard about that one?
No.
It's pretty cool. The concept, it's a little bit of a slower read than I was anticipating, considering how small the book is. It looked like it was going to be a short, easy read. But the premise is there's this coffee shop in Japan that you can time travel back in time.
Oh.
But there's a lot of rules. And one of the big rules, hence the name of the book, is you have to go back to the present time before the coffee gets cold. And so you only have as long of a conversation as the spot allows before the coffee gets cold. It was neat. It was super sad and dealt with a lot of trauma. It honestly felt like an anime, and I wanted it to be an anime.
That's why
it was pretty good.
That's why I have a mug warmer. My coffee never gets cold.
Never gets cold. That's the secret.
Yeah,
the sequel to the book is never let the coffee get cold. Yeah.
I
So
got my wife a mug warmer for Christmas a while back. It's a very happy gift for her.
Very nice. It's a good thing to have. I want one of the mugs that warms themselves up, like one of the plug-in ones.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Did you ever
So,
catch?
That's what I'm reading. That's the entertaining book I'm reading right now. Playing Power World. I also started Another Code Recollection. That's a remake of the DS game Trace Memory. and its sequel, Another Code, for the Wii. And I never got around to playing either of them. But one of my favorite games ever made, like ever made, was a DS game called Hotel Dusk. And it was made by this little company that's now gone out of business called Sing, Cing. And it was the first DS game, at least to my memory, that you turned the DS sideways. So it was like reading a book.
Oh, interesting.
It was super neat. It was super like pulpy, like detective noir style, which I was already into. And the characters were super neat and the art style was super neat. But I always slept on the other game they made, which is Trace Memory. I say slept on. I was 8 years old. I could not afford games. Like, I don't know why I'm talking like I was like, I saw it and I kept like reaching for my wallet knowing
like,
that I have to take care
maybe,
of my family.
you know.
Like I never thought about it. And then growing up, I always like thought, well, maybe I'll try and find like an emulator and find a legal copy of the ROM, of course, and play it eventually. But never got around to it. Then they wound up releasing this package. So I'm officially getting into it and wanting to play that one because I love story-rich games.
Yeah.
And that's one that particularly interests me.
Did you play Hellblade?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can't wait for the sequel.
Oh my gosh. Hellblade is one of my
so looking forward
favorite
to it.
story-driven games ever. And yes, the sequel I'm stoked for.
I'm really curious to see if they do anything different with the like voices, or if it's going to be just kind of the same thing, or if they're going to explore like a different aspect of, I don't know, any of that stuff. I'm very curious.
I'm holding out hope, but there is a concern in me that says the first game was as good as it was because of the effort they put into being accurate and thoughtful toward the mental illnesses that they were talking about and addressing. And I wonder, like, when you make a sequel, though, it's hard to do the same thing without doing the exact same thing, you know?
Right.
So we'll see how they handle that. I was so impressed with it, though. Gosh, it's good.
It's an incredible game, an incredible experience. And one that doesn't get talked about enough, I feel like.
Agreed.
it was talked about the year it came out, and then it feels like it's become super niche to find people that are into it.
Well, Ninja Theory made the game and then never made anything like it again until the sequel now, of course. And so it really is just like a random, not so much of a one-off, but just something that, I don't know if it was a passion project of theirs or a unique idea or whatever, but it seemed kind of wild. Okay, I just realized I'm out of Pal Spheres. I need to go grab some of those. What is one of your favorite story-driven games that you have played?
I mean, I feel like it's too vanilla to say my like basic boring answer of Undertale, but I just love Undertale so much. That's always been one of my favorites that I go back to. I really like the most recent one. I love visual novels. And so I've been playing The House in Fata Morgana was a recent one that I played. And who boy did that one go places. Like it was thoroughly a visual novel, unquestionably so. So like if you're looking for gameplay, don't go there. But it was the weirdest soundtrack. The story went crazy. Just absolutely like blew me out of the water with the writing and the music. And the visuals were really striking and weird, but that's just kind of the visual novel experience. Before that, I played another visual novel, Steins Gate, which has now become up there in my like top few. Just so incredibly good.
Have you ever heard of or played Everybody's Gone to the Rapture?
No, I have not.
I think that's a good one that you would like a lot. It's a visual. It's not so much a visual novel. It's one of the games that kind of coined the term walking simulator, where it might as well be a visual novel, but you have to walk from spot to spot to get the next part of the story. And but it's essentially a small town in England, and you go back to visit it, and everybody's just gone. And there are like spirits of them that are still around, and you're able to go and interact with said spirits and just hear stories and whatnot. And it's a very beautiful, really good game.
Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely have to write that one down. I've got like so I don't know if you're on a game logging site, if you're on like GG or any of those. I'm
Mm-mm.
on Backlogged and I'm obsessed with it. It's my favorite thing. I'm even a backer on their like Patreon. I'm so obsessed with it. And I've been doing a really healthy like gaming boundary for me right now has been I mentioned that Checkpoint like made things difficult to try and play the games that I wanted to play because I felt like I kept having to play the recent stuff to write a sermon about them.
Right.
And so what I've been doing is like Checkpoint gets time during the day that I work through games and try and get through games, but every night my wife is an early to bed person. And so she lays down and then I give myself like a good hour and a half to just play through some of the games on my backlogged. And I turn to RNGesus, which is of course the randomly generated number Jesus, and I let that guide whatever game I'm going to play next. And I just have this like 100 game long backlog that I'm working my way through slowly but surely. And I played more games last year than I have played ever in my life because of it, and it's been really nice.
That's really smart.
So, it works well.
Yeah,
It
I
works
would say I
well,
like the way you
and
got that going.
it's nice because it takes the like choice anxiety out of it. And instead, it's just like, nope. I said I was going to play this game. I'm going to play this game, and then I do. Oh, I know. The Wreck. The Wreck is the most recent story-rich game that I've played.
The
And I highly
Wreck.
recommend
I
it.
haven't played that. I saw a while back when you were playing Dredge, and I have
Oh,
yet
yeah.
to get to that. That's on my backlog, and that is
So good.
so good. But I made the mistake, question mark, or however you want to look at it, of deciding to play Baldur's Gate 3. And
Ooh.
it's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good. But also, I know I'm going to be playing this game for 100 hours. And so the idea of like tossing in some other stuff in there while I'm also reading several books and whatnot has been daunting to say the least.
I think I wrapped that one up at 125 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could have done more, but it got to the point, and this is not to, spoil your experience or anything along those lines, but I particularly did not enjoy the third act. And so I kind of rushed the third act because I was like, this is not something I want to spend my time with right now.
I heard that
And
from a lot
need
of
that healthy
people,
boundary.
and they went and they released an epilogue. of
Yeah,
that.
I really want to get back for the epilogue.
Yeah.
I've thought about it, but I just can't. I can't. I simply cannot do it.
That's fair. That's very, very fair.
I enjoyed the game exactly enough to not. If I'd enjoyed it any more, I would have had to. But it's definitely like a very, very good game that a lot of people think is the perfect game. And since I thought it was very, very good and not perfect, I don't think I'm going to go back.
I would not by any means say it's perfect, and especially there's a personal struggle that I have with it. It is not a commentary on the game; it's commentary on me, and that is I will get analysis paralysis where I know I have 6 choices ahead of me, and I will convince myself there is a correct choice, and I will genuinely stress about like, okay, which one do I make? Which one's going to be the good choice or the ending that I want or whatever else, blah, blah, blah. And so it has made some of it stressful sometimes. Again, not the game's fault, my fault, but it has become stressful from time to time for me. And so that's part of it. But on the other hand, it's just buggy sometimes and little silly things here and there. But yeah. Oh no, I built my character wrong is my trouble.
Yeah, I went with a character that I knew like I would like their class, and I was like, regardless of if I end up wishing I'd done something else, like at least I like that I'm like I can bring up animals anytime I want to, and that was my joy.
And see, I wanted to be a bard. I wanted to be able to talk myself out of as many situations as possible, and that has been very, very fun. So, like they give you the passive ability in conversations to be like, "Hey, do you want to go ahead and just cast detect thoughts on this person?" Yeah, sure. And now I know what they're thinking, and like it's opened up so many things. Yeah, no joke, right? Me, a bard, gasp. I'm an extrovert and a very talkative person in real life, so yeah.
Yeah. And I'm downright a druid. I could have been a druid, but went with the ranger because I am reclusive and not interested. As hardcore introvert as I can be. My personality comes out more on the internet than anywhere else, but
Right.
as somebody that has seen me at a con, I'm sure you know that if I'm around a lot of people, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna lay back. I'm gonna be myself over in the corner, and let people come up to me. Can't help it.
Hey, what do we do with the animal eggs?
Animal eggs, I'm just storing them until we can unlock the incubator.
Cool.
Which, if you happen to have any ancient technology points, which I doubt you would, but if you did, we could unlock it right now, probably. I imagine you're level 7.
I have
No, you're level
ancient
8.
civilization parts.
Holy smokes. No, not the parts, the points.
No, I do not.
Well, we can go to sleep so that it can be tomorrow.
That sounds like a good
our
idea.
pals can get back to work.
Nobody likes today. Crooked Alligator says, Warlock. Not sure what that says about you.
Well, you would definitely be a better warlock than the warlock they give you in the game.
Yeah, he's I mean, he's fun, he's cool. I like him as a character, but I got rid of him pretty quick.
He misses all the time. He was not good for me. I wound up being let's see, Shadowheart, Karlach, and gosh, who was my third? Oh, what's his name? Halsin, the bear.
I haven't gotten him yet. I have Shadowheart, Karlach, and Lae'zel right now, and me and Shadowheart stay back and do as much ranged combat as possible while the 2 tanks go down there and tank it up real good. But if anybody gets past my 2 tanks, Shadowheart is versatile enough that she can tank for a little bit if she needs to as well. So I went with some war strategy.
It's an addicting game. It is an addicting game. It's a fun one. I miss it as much as I don't.
Right.
It's just one of those.
Okay.
It's such a long game.
Again, and that's it. I just got it for my birthday 2 weeks ago, and I got it because I knew how good it was, but I waited that long to get it because I knew I would play it for that long. You know, so we'll see. I'm really enjoying it, I am, but there are also other games that I'm excited to play and really want to play. What about reading? What are you reading right now?
So I just finished up that one on the coffee.
Right.
But I'm also reading through, we're just starting The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. We have a book club at Checkpoint, and so
nice.
we vote on a book for each month, and that was this month's book. So that'll be my first one into that author's universe that people are quite fond of.
I haven't even heard of
how much I end up enjoying it.
Have you?
I'm not super into high fantasy. Like, it's not my favorite genre. And so I have trouble reading anything with too rich of a magic system or that kind of thing. But I think it's more like a Deal with the Devil situation. I'm not sure if it's high fantasy magic. Like, I have no interest in whatever A Court of Thorn and Roses or whatever. Like, I could not care less about Game of Thrones style
Right.
Storytelling. Not for me.
So not like The Witcher either then?
No.
Yeah.
Like, I am willing to say that it's probably an amazing story, but it's one that perpetually sits on my backlog of like, maybe I'll play it, but I'm never going to be like so excited that I can't handle not playing it. I'm more into the like cyberpunk noir style.
Not. Oh, do you read Jim Butcher? Dresden Files?
Mm-mm.
Wow. If you like noir, I'm surprised you haven't heard the Dresden Files. It is low fantasy. It's noir, so he is a detective, gritty detective, very, very noir. He is a detective who is also a wizard, and he is basically the gritty noir detective for the supernatural world. And there's some of my favorite books of all time, if not my favorite. But he also does a series. It's only got 2 books right now, but I love it, called The Cinder Spires. It's a steampunk style game or style book series where the surface of the earth is uninhabitable, not because of some sort of catastrophe, just because the humans are not the top of the food chain down there. And so some points in the distant history, they're called the Blessed Builders in the book. Some other people built spires that are 2 miles high and 2 miles wide and nearly indestructible. And that's pretty much where humans live, is in these towers, and the book is when one spire declares war on another, and they're also very, very good.
Neat.
We're asking, anybody read any Elizabeth Moon? I do not.
Now I'm gonna need to know like a book.
Yeah.
What does Elizabeth Moon write? Because the name does not ring any bells. But I also had the realization the other day that I don't really know authors. Like, there was something the other day where Sarah Moss or whatever her name is that writes one of the fantasy books that's viral right now. She had a TikTok of like her walking into a Barnes and Noble, and she was gonna do like the midnight release, and everybody freaked out because they saw her coming. And I have a TikTok that I'm gonna send out soon because I had the realization of like, I would not know if my favorite author walked in. Like, how do you know what an author looks like? Who are you people that just recognize an author on sight? That's so not me.
Oh, I found a Grookey.
Yeah. Yep. 100% Grookey.
Yeah. Wow. Like, they're not even trying with this.
Some of them are really on the nose.
No, Grookey, get back here. Okay, don't die. All right. All right. There we go. We're going to try that now. Oh, I hit the rock.
Trying to think of what else I'm reading. My most recent like nonfiction read was a really good one called Participatory Culture, talking about internet culture and how we create like participation online and in digital spaces. And that was really interesting. A super fascinating, like doctoral level look at the people that are studying the internet. And I
nice.
like the internet a lot. So I'm always interested to hear more about that.
I've heard good things about it.
Good things.
I just picked up a book called Tell Her Story, I think is what it's called. Let me double check that. Tell Her Story, yeah, by Nijay Gupta. How women led, taught, and ministered in the early church. And it's a book that takes a specific look at the biblical women in the early church and what they did and how they scripturally, you can like point at the spots, how they led parts of the church and taught in the church and things like that. And I'm very excited to read it.
Love it. Well, I was going to say, I wonder what era of Christianity is talking about, because might talk about Susanna Wesley. Very much one of the women of Christianity that doesn't get talked about near enough.
I haven't heard the name.
So that would be John Wesley's mother.
Oh, very cool.
The founder of Methodism was raised in quite the household.
Crooked Alligator, you're Methodist, right? Are you in the Methodist church? He says she's the best.
He's the best. A very fascinating figure.
Yeah.
That just kind of gets glossed over.
I know that, like, saying if you guys ever crossed paths would be kind of like saying we're both from Arizona. Have you guys ever met each other before? And that's kind of ridiculous and weird. But, so, like, how often do people cross paths within the UMC?
So we actually have the big crossover, MC Universe happening this May. Where we're having General Conference, and it's going to be in my neck of the woods in Charlotte this year, which is super cool. So that's once every quadrennium we all get together, but it's normally just delegates. So it just depends on who kind of comes to General Conference when they come, and we get together by like conference breakdown every year for annual conference. And sometimes we have like crossover events that might have an opportunity for people to see each other, but we're a big tent for sure that a lot of people see each other, but it's also very easy to miss people for quite a while.
I mean, when I had Derek on and you knew him, I was like, no, that just makes sense though. Like, this is both very nerdy people working in the nerd space who are also within the UMC. Crooked Alligator.
Derek's good people.
Have you seen our... Oh, wait, where did your camera go? Your camera's gone.
Oh, did it go?
Yeah.
It'll be back in a minute.
Well, hey,
yeah, for some reason...
Go ahead. What are you going to say? For some reason...
It overheats for whatever reason.
Overheats? That's wild.
Yes. It's so annoying.
Well, I was going to say...
It happens always towards the end of a stream, but it'll be back. I set a timer.
On that note, I mean, I knew this would happen with you and I, that we would easily get to our normal 2 hour stream. And we've used up that 2 hours. Let's go ahead and take a quick midstream break. So if anybody needs a bio break, or I want to refill my tea here. So it's literally going to be probably a minute if anybody needs a break. And then hopefully we'll also get Nate's camera back. So yeah, quick break chat, and we'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back.
Jump scare right there. Let's see if camera will come back for me. Yeah, it's so funny. The camera goes out in the winter and it stays on in the summer. I don't know. You would think it'd be the other way around, overheating, but nope. For some reason, it just does not like the wintertime.
But you're back. That's the good news.
But I'm back. I may go out again, and if so, then I'll just turn it off and back on again. It'll be fine.
I found a beach, and that's pretty cool. I'm also, it says there's a fast travel nearby. I'm trying to find where it is. Okay, I'm looking right at it, apparently.
The good news is that we have so much wool. We have an unbelievable amount of wool.
I would say I have some as well that I've been carrying around.
we have a ranch now, and so the ranch is constantly making wool.
Nice. Okay, fast travel, then capture Teethent. Little blue elephant guys.
Yeah, they're cute.
Do they?
So I guess to answer your question from forever ago, it depends on what conference you're in for Methodists to know each other. So I know most everybody in the Western North Carolina Conference, I'm going to know them. But as soon as you go beyond that, no clue.
Yeah.
The odds of actually knowing people from that point on are slim to none.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Crooked Alligator is in Texas. Not to dox you, Texas is massive though, so I think we're going to be okay. But yeah.
The country of Texas.
The small country of Texas. You can be in Texas, drive 7 hours in one direction, and still be in Texas.
It was pretty insane. My first visit to Texas was this year for NCMS.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
It's a cool place. The Texas Rangers are World Series champions. I don't know if you knew that, but I knew that, and I'm very happy about that.
I am the stereotypical nerd in the sense that I know nothing about sports.
I'm
figured, that nerd.
But I have to bring it up every chance I get because I've been a Texas Rangers fan since the 90s, and we have never won a World Series ever. And not only did we just win the World Series, but I was there.
That's amazing.
It was incredible.
I have mad respect for it. I just don't keep up with it even a little bit.
But
It's
I mean,
like when people tell me sports things, I'm like, that's really cool. But you're speaking a foreign language.
uh, we were just with some people talking about football recently, and it was the exact same thing. I'm like, yeah, with the foot in the ball and that sport, it's great, I'm sure.
Yep.
And Lions, and that's the one Taylor Swift plays, right?
I fully blame my lack of knowledge on all of these things on third child syndrome. So I'm the third kid in the family, and I was also like a whoopsie. So my sister is 9 years older than me. My brother was 7 years older than me, and then I wasn't expected, and yeah, did not grow up with the same like luxuries of the t-ball games and all that stuff. It was like, if you want to do something, you better ask for it, and enjoy playing with your Legos on the stairs, kid. Like it was that kind of relationship, and I love my parents, but not many things were signed up for. Like right now, we've got my daughter, like she's in dance, and we're asking her if she wants to do soccer, and we're so excited for her. And the second kid, we're already like, I guess if you want to do something, you can do things, but
So true.
first one had no choice.
Parenting, exactly.
Yep.
Get back here.
I did a lot of musical theater growing up. I did do exactly one season of soccer, and super enjoyed the sport. I just had a terrible coach, and it soiled the whole experience.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, it was a real bummer. I definitely had asthma, and like nobody would say it. And so I was like, he like kept yelling at me to run faster. And I was like, I can't breathe. And he was like, you're fine. I was like, that's not how asthma works.
I didn't die.
Yeah. The tension.
It's okay. If I'm dead, you have to be the one to revive me, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just give up then. I'm near a fast travel.
How long is your respawn time? I've not seen that happen.
Oh, it's like 100 seconds.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it's a long one.
I normally just do the 5-second respawn back where I was.
And then,
Interesting.
where was I? Did I not activate the fast travel there?
Oh, no. No, that's not good.
Oh, wait. No, I did. I just can't respawn at the fast travel. I have to respawn at the base and then fast travel to that spot. There it is. Okay.
Rookie move.
Rookie move indeed. All right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we still have a tutorial menu, so you are the definition of rookie at this
Yeah, literally, yes.
point. No offense in that one.
Ooh, what are you, Lift Monk? I'm going to capture one of you as soon as I get my gear back. All right. Give me all of the stuff. Thank you.
I do feel like we should tell everybody that it was a part of my contractual agreement. We both signed a contract to be here. Some of you may have recognized that Save Point and Checkpoint are very similar names, and so it's in our agreement that you're changing the name today. And I've got some ideas for you. I've got some suggestions.
Oh, okay. What do we got? I'm excited.
So I really thought hard about these to try and think of like, how can we make sure there's no overlap? There's so many of these nerdy communities out. Like, how can we make sure that you've got a safe space to stand in, right?
Right.
So the first one, you can feel free to turn any of these down. I've got a couple here.
Okay.
First
I'm excited.
Is, I think this is neat. It kind of reminds me of the Bible a little bit. And it's love thy geek. Love thy geek. What do you think? How's that feel? I feel like that feels pretty good.
It does
It
feel
rolls
good.
off the tongue. I think there's a better word, but it's not quite there. Maybe we could iterate a little bit.
I'll have to think about that one some more, but
Okay. All right, let's see. Number two. I've got number two here. I've got Lux Virtual Church. What do you think about that? I feel like that's nice.
that's
Lux
nice.
Virtual.
But virtual, I mean, makes it feel like it's not real, right? You know, so
That's true. That's a good
Yeah,
point. I
I'm
wonder if
not
there's like
sure.
a synonym for
something
virtual.
similar to that.
Like really close, but not quite, you know?
Right, exactly,
That'd be great.
exactly.
Yeah, I've got one here. I've got Jate Online. It's just a name. It just popped up to me. I thought it might be a neat one there. Yeah, it's up to you though. You know, any of these three are fair game for you.
That's great. Those are all wonderful. Yeah, chat. To be fair, Checkpoint was here first. We just never heard of any of this like digital church stuff. It was not something on our radar at all at the time. And I was like, oh, you know, we want to find a church and what's going to be a good name that'll kind of like communicate that it's also, you know, church-like. And I'm like, oh, Save Point. Like, a church is like a save point, a place that you go to rest and recover and then be sent back out. And so that's where we came up with Save Point. And then it was, I don't know if you know or remember this, Nate, but it was probably like a month later that you met my wife. There was a ministry conference. Yeah. And she's like, and I told him our name and he gave me a really weird look. And then he told me his name and we have very similar names.
Yeah. That's really funny. Yeah, it's one of those, you know, believe it or not, Save Point was on our list. It was one of our like 5 names on our list that we came up with. And some of them were better than others, but Save Point and Checkpoint were 2 that I really, really liked.
Why'd you
and
go with
I don't
Checkpoint?
know what eventually, it might have just been like on a whim from my wife. I was like, which one do you like better? And she was like, I guess let's go with Checkpoint. But it was one of those where it was like, they're solid names. They get across exactly what you want. You know, nobody that's in the gaming space doesn't know exactly what you're saying.
Great minds think alike is really what the truth is here. Yeah. Although I will say that Save Point was our second name. Our first name, and when I say first name, was the name that I was like, this was a concept and I was talking to people about what I wanted to do. The name that I would tell people was, wait, what do we do with broken weapons?
You got to go to the repair. It's the one that's got the big like stone, big wooden stone.
You can still repair them there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, come on. Surge Protector, because we wanted to find you a safe place to plug in. And and my wife was like, that's the cheesiest thing, absolutely not. And I'm like, no, well, it's exactly what we're talking about. Like, we want to find a safe place to plug in. And she's like, nope. Hard no, absolutely not. And in retrospect, I'm like, I'm so happy I'm married. Like, I'm so glad. She's very
I think
correct.
that should be your title. If you really want to rock it, you could do the title would be you are the Surge Protector here at Save Point.
Oh,
You're the one making the connector, because it also sounds like it could be an embodied thing.
Yes. I am the Surge Protector.
Yeah, okay. That's an intimidating one.
How do I make a pal live here?
We might be maxed out. It's over at the pal box, and there's like a certain number that can live there. But you're welcome to trade one out if you think it's got better skills.
One of our pals is a coward and destructive. What is going
familiar?
Why? Literally, he looks like he's having a nightmare or something in bed, and then I hover over him, and it says coward and destructive here. It's weird.
Well, look, you know. We all have nightmares. We all have nightmares sometimes.
It gets rough. It gets rough around here. All right. What do I want? Okay. How do I choose Pal Deck? Here it is. Okay. How do I choose what pals I carry with me?
You have a party. So whenever you go to that pal box like manager thing, that's basically Bill's PC.
Yeah.
You can arrange 5 in your party, and then any of the ones down below are the ones on our base.
Got it. Because I have 5 lamb balls here, and I don't really need that at all. Let's see.
I think we might be at level 7 right now as soon as I go and upgrade us.
Nice. Very nice.
So we just built the crusher, and I think that's the last thing. Nice.
There's no way to change your party, though? With other pals that I have?
Yeah, go over here to this thing.
Oh, I have to do it there. I see what you're saying.
And it's going to bring up a menu.
There it is.
You can go in there and trade things out.
Okay.
And we do have room for one more thing.
Well,
we don't already have.
I have an Ike 3D'er. I don't know if that would be useful for us. Fox Parks.
Oh yeah, sure. Put that in instead of the chicken. It'll cut trees.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Give me a second here.
Man, you got one of those.
Yeah, it was like a 32% catch rate, and I got it. So,
or that's not an easy one to snag.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about that when I got it. So, pals at the base instead of the chicken, you said?
Yeah, instead of the chicken, put the Ike 3D'er.
Cool. And then I also got a lift monk. I don't know if that's of any use to us. A Grookey.
Lift monk you could put in instead of Kativa. I think it does the same things and might do them a little faster.
I will go ahead and do that. Kativa's just sleeping anyway, like a slacker.
Well, it is nighttime.
Like a slacker!
Slackers be sleeping.
What does a T-Fant do? I'm carrying it with me. I'm gonna love it.
T-Fant does the same things as Pinglet, so it just waters things.
Got it. All right. There, I got my team now. I'm happy about that.
And I'm in the bed if you want to rest into daytime.
And you leveled us up. Nice.
Yeah. So I imagine, are you down to 2 things left on your tutorial? Do you
Yes.
just have player level and then the boss?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I need to catch
I think
12 more.
we probably need to be like level 15 before we take on the boss.
Okay. What are we at now? You're at 8?
Yeah.
8? Okay, cool. I'm just going to go do some mad catching then, yo. See if I can take care of that other one. Catching and exploring.
Why do we always need wood? I'm not used to needing supplies.
Well, won't that thing I said he chops down wood? Oh yeah, there he is.
It will, but
he's
you
doing
still have
work
to.
right
You
now.
still have to gather the wood.
Oh.
If they go to the logging site, that is.
Yeah, dang, you've got all kinds of stuff here. I haven't seen
Oh yeah, I've
any.
got you hooked up. I got you a great base here.
My man. Hey,
You've got a fantastic
You-
early game base.
are my favorite person at this base.
Yeah.
Easy.
That's
So
really kind.
thank you so much, man.
Of all the person at this base.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna explore kind of True West. Looks like there's another fast travel, small settlement. I'm gonna go look over there.
Yeah, the penguin is super fun because you can eventually launch it out of a rocket launcher.
Oh, good. That's what whenever you see a penguin, first thought, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's only logical.
Okay, which pal do I want? I'm gonna keep my sheep with me. They're strong. Look at that, chat. That's good. That's good game design right there. You got a hard corner of this goalie. You come around and you got this arch, and just as you turn around, the arch perfectly frames that tower in the background. It's basically
Very
screaming
nice.
to you, this place is important. Look at this place. Good game design.
And the fun fact about this game is it's a super small team, and I think one of them was even in high school whenever the game began development.
Really? That's wild.
Yeah.
Are you a game design nerd at all?
Yeah, definitely. We have our own game development arm at Checkpoint.
Really?
Granted, we only have one game under our belt, and it's a visual novel, so it's nothing insane. But
Hey, that's
we
one
do
more
have-
game than I
we have
have
a lot
under
of
my
fun.
belt, so
and we have a vision. We have a vision and a pitch deck for another game. It's just a matter of getting there and making it happen.
that's awesome.
But yes, I love game design and love talking about it and talking through it. I listen to, so another thing I didn't mention, I talked about, I read a lot of books and I watch a lot of anime and play a lot of games, but another major hobby of mine is podcasts. And I listen to so many podcasts.
So-
Simply too many, to be honest.
So what it really sounds like to me is your favorite hobby is time manipulation.
Yes.
Yeah, and that you're able
My own.
to do all of
manipulating
these
my own
things
time.
somehow.
Yep. It really is amazing that anything ever gets done. It's
Very-
probably just the ADHD talking, but yeah. And I also, to make it even more maddening, my wife can't stand whenever she sometimes, you'll be listening to something through Bluetooth, you'll get in your car and it'll switch over to the radio Bluetooth
Yeah.
and she'll hear my books and I listen to everything at 2x speed.
Oh
And so
no, I
she'll
can't
be like-
do that.
She'll be like, how are you doing this? How is this even possible? How are you a human being? And I'm like, I can't listen to it any other way at this point. I have to. I need it to be at 2x speed.
I know a lot of people that do that, and I've tried before. I cannot. I just Let's see. Fargo Fox says his go-to is 1.75. Oh, and he wants me to go catch.
1.75 is good.
Wants me to go catch that Nightwing as well. Oh, bad shot. Bad job, me. Bad job.
You ever need a lore person, look me up. That's a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, that's a good thing to know. You know, they were hiring people. Gosh, for what game was it that they did like a lore? They hired somebody just for lore. I remember what that was. It was recent. I don't think it was the Harry Potter game.
Like a
I think it was something
lore.
else.
Like, do you know the lore of this IP or?
Yeah, like to hold the game devs accountable.
That's pretty cool. I'm just over here like, you look cool. Hit you with a baseball bat, getting this ball.
Have you ever played the Ace Attorney games?
No, but those are ones that I know just because of like the meme world of it, the internet's familiarity of it, and they are wonderful.
They are probably my favorite game franchise, I would say.
Oh yeah,
they're definitely up there with one of my favorites. I love the jokes. I love the world. I've played all of them at this point, and Apollo Justice just came out, the Apollo Justice trilogy. So I'm very excited for people to finally get to experience that one for the first time. And it's good stuff. A lot of reading. If you do the voices for all the characters already, then if you add those into your repertoire, in your wheelhouse, you're going to be doing so much reading on stream. But I will say that's a way to get me to come to a stream. Anybody pretty much that I see like in my circles, if I follow you, and I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care if I'm like laying down my child for bedtime. If I see you're playing Ace Attorney, I'm coming to your stream. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. My kid can get themselves to sleep. I'm going to come and watch Ace Attorney streams. It's my favorite thing to do.
I've been doing voices for Super Mario, and that's always been fun, except for trying to do like Bowser and Toad just ruins your throat, like just destroys your voice. But
I wound up making all of my Toads canonically very bassy because I did the like screechy voice once, and I was like, nope, not doing that anymore.
Can't do that. I just want to see that
not
Toad.
And talk tomorrow.
That Toad that runs up and be like, hey, how are you
exactly.
doing? Not another one of them, those idle effigy things. Nice. All right, I'm at 22 out of 30 pals. I'm almost there. I'm trying to exclude myself to new ones, to unique ones, which is going well also.
Remember, the best way to level up is to get 10 of all of them.
Oh, that's right.
So you do want to catch them multiple times.
I had forgotten about that.
That multiplier stacks. And so as you continue to get them, it just continues giving more and more experience.
I'm going to backtrack a little bit then and see if there are any more of the ones I've already caught.
And now's the time to do it because I almost guarantee they're going to nerf it eventually. It's so broken. The leveling up system is so broken when you do it that way.
I caught like 2 of them and they all scattered. Oh, wait, here we go. Here's another one.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and I learned, because I saw that Fox said about LucasArts. Rogue One is one of the movies that kind of is a hit and miss for a lot of people. Like, they either think that it's like the best Star Wars or the worst Star Wars.
Oh, I love Rogue One.
And I learned that the screenwriter of that one was also the screenwriter of Book of Eli with Denzel Washington.
Which I also love.
And I was like, I did not know that. That was complete news to me. So fascinating knowledge there. A little fun fact. If you've not listened to, it's a podcast called My Perfect Console. It's guests like that, like random screenwriters, directors, video game developers, and the host has them create their perfect video game console of 5 games that, like, you know, the stereotypical, like if you're on an island and you can only play 5 games or whatever. What are the 5 that are going on your console?
That's very cool.
And so it's very interesting to hear his 5.
Where did that fast travel go? Dang it. It says it's right close to me. I need to go get more Pal Ball things. Oh, right. It's right by the town. Yeah, in the town, there's like this level 30 guy with a gun. Wow.
He's nice. Just don't mess with him.
Yeah, I'm going to imagine that's probably true. Like most people with guns, just don't mess with
Don't
them.
mess with him. It's a good rule of life.
Yes.
It works. So if you were invited on my perfect console, what 5 games are going on your perfect console?
So these are not my favorite games. These are games that
Just there's only 5 games left, or 5 games that can go on this perfect one single console.
okay. Slay the Spire.
Oh, very nice.
I think that takes care of just replayability as well as kind of the roguelike. Yeah, and plenty of mods to be able to do there. I played I played mods for Sailor Moon was a character that I have beaten Slay the Spire with. Goku is a character that I've beaten Slay the Spire with. Like a ton of fun mods for that. Brahman says Final Fantasy 14. I know top 5 is really hard because I'm trying to like diversify my genres here, right? Like I want to make sure that what I'm putting on here isn't just games I like. It's things that will represent the, gaming well.
My tough part would be coming up with a puzzle game because I know I got to put one, but the question is like which one would be on there forever. Like the tempting one is to say Tetris, but I also like number puzzles, and so I could go with like Sudoku, or I could go with what was another one?
You could cheat and do what is it, the brain game for
Right.
the DS well
Like
back?
Brain Age.
Yeah, Brain Age, yeah, and just get a ton of different ones on there, but not Tetris. Tetris is a really good option for that. Part of me is tempted to say Baldur's Gate 3 for the RPG side of things. Again, it's not my favorite, but it's just a really, really good representation of the genre itself. I also may want to...
It's also got that replayable.
Yeah, replayability for sure. Would point-and-click adventures count as puzzle? That's up to you, Brahmin. Again, it can be whatever 5 games you want.
You also don't have to have a puzzle game.
Yeah, you can say the 5 Madden games in a row.
I need
one. Gosh.
Stardew would have to be on there for me. I do love my farming sims.
Stardew is not one that I got into. My daughter loves it, though. And she loves it for the character interaction. She has a huge crush on... I can't remember the guy's name. Scott or Simon or something like that. I can't. He looks like a scene kid, though. He's got purple hair with spikes.
Shane. Maybe Shane?
Shane. That's the one. Yes, I knew it had an S. Yeah. Beat Saber, Farrago Fox is saying. Beat Saber and Terraria. Yeah, Minecraft would probably be on there for me.
I think mine would be a tough choice between Minecraft and Stardew, and I'd have to go with Stardew. But that would be what it would be between.
Man. I think I'm confident in my 3 so far. I got Slay the Spire. I've got Baldur's Gate. I've got Minecraft. A single game? It can't be a series?
I think it needs to be a single game.
Okay. So I can't just say God of War, the new ones. I don't want to say Hades because it is it's one that has the roguelike that Slay the Spire has. What about a looter shooter? So what's it called? 2, the one with the masks. Dang it, what is it? The looter shooter, everything's cell shaded. It's got 3 versions.
Borderlands?
Borderlands, thank you. Borderlands 2 was really good in that genre. I don't know if that would be the one that I would choose. For that, I'm like to go, it's not a looter shooter, but for a first-person game, I'm trying to overlap genres here as another part of it to try and get a lot in there. So I might say Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 is a great first-person horror game standalone, just great horror in so many different like styles of horror.
Is that your favorite Resident Evil, or just the one you're picking for this?
It's just one I'm picking for this. It is up there for my favorite. My favorite is probably the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Nice.
It was really, really good. Kind of redefining the Resident Evil games there, but
I was gonna go RE4, so you didn't go for the stereotypical answer, at least.
yeah. A lot. Well,
normally people's
RE4 is what sort of created that over-the-shoulder shooter, right?
Right.
But I think Resident Evil 2 is what perfected it and really just brought that out there. Man, there's so many options. Resident Evil wouldn't even be on my radar. Really? Oh, man. 7 is one that, again, it's a great example for a horror game. It's also a great example for a first-person shooter type game. Definitely a lot of, solid shooting elements in it. Survival, like there's a lot of good elements in that game. It's top-notch. I'm going to go with weight for my level here. Okay, what's stopping me from being able to make more? Oh, I need to make arrows. Yeah. Oh, I can make fire arrows now.
My crisis is that I love short games so much, and I don't want to like waste a slot on a short game. And, like it feels like I need longer experiences.
Well, and then
I've already mentioned my utter love for Undertale.
I was going to say
so,
Undertale
would
could
need to be on
list.
there. Such an important game to me.
Well, it's such an
Stardew's
important
gotta be
game
on
in
there.
general. It sort of reintroduced people to the indie game and the possibility of having a game made by one person be great in that way. Mm-hmm. What about, since they're really platforms rather than single games at this point, Fortnite or Roblox? I think Minecraft would still be my go-to for that. Yeah. Because
Minecraft covers a whole lot.
Yes, and I understand what you're saying, Farrago Fox, that both Fortnite and Roblox are more platforms that you can do so many different things with them. But Minecraft is also really tight in the way that it's built, with also being expansive. Like, it's really wide in what it is doing and does it all really, really well. It helps when you're backed by Microsoft in that way, but like, just like a little thing that there is, I don't think either would make my list, just expanding conversation. Yeah, for sure. In Minecraft, there is a world, a server that is a library of banned books. If you're in a country that has banned books, but not banned video games, you can go into this library and read books that are banned in your country. And I'm like, that is so cool. I love that. Okay, I just built a flame bow. I want to equip that. Fire bow. Yes. It's attack of 65, but... Oh, it needs fire arrows to be able to do anything. Okay. I see.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that feature of the game.
Yeah, that you can't just have a flaming bow with flaming arrows. You got to have...
Or that you just get a bow and then also like flame arrows. That makes way more sense in my brain.
Yeah, I agree. If I were to put an arrow into a bow that's on fire, I think the arrows would also catch fire.
Right.
I've seen articles about that server. Such a cool idea. There's a U.S. library that allows any child in the U.S. to get a card for similar reasons. That's cool. Man. Okay, how am I doing?
This is tangential at best, but I learned that you cannot get a library card until you're 5 because we went and tried to get my daughter one. And I don't like that. I want her to have a library card. She's so curious about it. She wants one, but in North Carolina, they won't let you have one until you're 5. So she's got years, or not years, but year at this point. And I don't understand. I don't understand why they did that. Right? Like, why not just let the kid have a library card?
Like,
she loves reading. She wants one. Just let her have it.
Are you afraid that they're going to go there on their own or something? Like, is that the concern?
Right.
That the parents will allow them to make, oh, you're gone again.
Yeah, I turned it off. It'll be back on in a second.
Okay, cool. That's weird.
The joy of gaming. Joy of streaming.
Joy of streaming, absolutely. That's a... Huh. Why 5? Like, let your newborn get a library card. Why not?
Right?
I don't know.
We made it such a big experience too, because we were just like, she's 4, she's excited about a lot of things. So we were like, let's get her amped up about going to the library for the first time. We're gonna sign her up for classes, like we're gonna do all this stuff. We were so excited. And then we get there and they were like, yeah, we don't do that until they're 5. And I was like, well, you just crushed my daughter's dreams. Thanks for that. Like,
I wonder
are you gonna buy the ice cream we're gonna have to go to get after this to make her feel better? Because I gotta get ice cream now.
Yes, my kid is totally 5. Sir, she's in a stroller.
Right.
And she has a slow... Look, she's 5. You can't tell me otherwise. Give me a library card.
Right.
I wonder if it's like maybe parents try to use the library as childcare? That they're there...
But you can still bring them. They just don't have a card. They can't check out books. And so I don't know.
Weird.
Maybe they don't want to put a fine on anybody under the age of 5. Maybe they just don't want to charge a kid. They're like, this person is at 5. We can't let them accrue debt already. I have no idea. So weird.
All right, I got to put stuff down here. What do I have? Ore, leather. Precious entrails is the weirdest item that I have here.
Yeah, all the sales ones are pretty strange.
Oh, I got some bones.
Cindy Kindergartner's collections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the Pinkertons on them. Send the Pinkertons after those kids. Do you play Magic or any other TCGs?
I played the Pokemon TCG for a good long while online, and then they updated the system, but it took like 2 years to update the system, and I kept waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I fell out of it. But I played some Magic in college and would be down to get back into it.
Did you hear about what happened with the Pinkertons?
No.
Do you know who the Pinkertons are? Have you heard that name?
No, tell me more.
So the Pinkertons, what they are most known for is back in the Old West, they were known as the security organization that would sit on wagons transferring money or whatever and protecting them. They'd be the, when we say I call shotgun, meaning that you sit next to the driver, it comes from that mindset of sitting on a cart with a shotgun protecting the cart itself. And so these were the Pinkertons. They were a security force that protected carts. They are like deeply tied into the Wild West. Fast forward 100 years. It's 2023 at the time. And a guy pre-orders some Magic cards from, a guy orders some cards from Wizards of the Coast, and they ship him the next set, the one that has not released accidentally.
Oh.
And he goes and he's like, I'm gonna stream opening this then. You sent me this stuff. I'm gonna stream opening it. And so
You're bad.
He opens it on stream. Instead of sending him a cease and desist, instead of personally contacting him to say, hey, don't do that, please. Apparently the Pinkertons still existed. They sent the Pinkertons after him to retrieve the cards. So a literal armed security force shows up at this guy's house unannounced, banging on the door, threatening jail time. His wife was there, pregnant, and like panicking because armed men were at her door banging on the door. And this guy's like, oh my gosh, yes, here you can have, they're like, give us the cards, over playing cards. And so he did, he gave them the cards, and they were like, it was ridiculous. The whole thing was such a debacle.
Talk about overkill.
Don't forget their modern day history of being Union and strike busters. Oh, the Pinkertons, yes. I was like, Wizards of the Coast, really? But no, yeah. The Pinkertons. Yeah, it was, overkill is the, basest way to describe that. It was insane. But I've started playing Lorcana, the Disney trading card game.
I can't find them. I've got exactly 4 packs over there that I'm going to open on a stream eventually, and it's all I can find. It's baffling to me, but I can't find it.
You should be, as of January, you should be able to just walk into a store and buy them now. at least because I work at my money making job is at local game stores, and we now have this at a point where you can just walk in and buy packs finally.
Good to know. I'll have to give them a look.
Yeah,
See if I can find them.
Real fun. I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, I finally decided I didn't want to give Wizards of the Coast money anymore, and instead,
yeah, it's been a rough year for them. I keep hearing more and more of that.
yeah,
People are pretty done with their nonsense.
nonsense is exactly the right word, man. It is nonsensical.
All right, I'm in the bed if you're ready for daytime.
Yeah, I'm building another chest for us so I can unload some stuff I got weighed down. All right, let's ditch bones, wood, horn. Pal fluids just sounds so weird.
Nice. I got something from Makeship. Do you ever do Makeship? They do the stuffed plushies of indie games.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. So I just got a plushie of the character Sue from oh gosh, what's the name of the game? Perry. What's the name of the game?
Perry says, "Oh, I know what that is. Rakuin."
Rakuin. Yes, Rakuin. It's Shigihara, Laura Shigihara's game. And so she was doing a big promotion for it, and I got it from her on her stream, which is super nice. She's a game dev, cool. Composer for Plants vs. Zombies and a bunch of other stuff. And she's a streamer and is a very cool person. She came and hung out on our stream whenever we played the ending of Rakuin, which was very cool.
That is really cool. I'm familiar with a couple of devs who made a game that you might like, actually, called Bug Story. Bug Story? Farrago Fox. What's it called? Do I never remember what this game is called? But it's like Stardew Valley, but instead of any sort of like creatures to fight or anything like that, you have a net and you're catching bugs. And every time you catch a bug, you get a little card that is like actual information about that real life bug. And nice. It's Bug and Seek. Thank you, Farrago Fox. Bug and Seek.
Bug and Seek.
And
so it's like the original vision of Pokemon, right? Wasn't that the like OG dev was like just hunting bugs in his backyard and really wanted to make a game about it?
It is a delight.
That's super cool.
But yeah, it's one that I was able to get a copy from the devs, and well, I kickstarted actually, but I also know the devs, and so they came in and sat in on one of the streams. A lot of fun.
Isn't Kickstarter just the coolest?
It really is.
I love the concepts of crowdfunding and just the art that gets to be made because of it.
Yes, exactly that. I mean, the fact that Brandon Sanderson like just did a whole like, you know what, man, publishers aside, I'm gonna write these books, and if you want it, give me money, and I'll just, you know, take care of it. Dagnabbit, how do I keep running out of Pal Balls?
Yep. It's easy to do. We probably are at a point now that we can start using the crusher to start making palladium, though, so that should be nice.
Okay, cool.
But it's going to take a while to get there. We really need somebody that can crush stone.
What can do that?
The tortoise can, but I doubt there's any of them around. I'm trying to remember what. There are two that you can breed together, but we aren't even at the point of having breeding unlocked yet.
Farrago Fox says I'm at the point that he can do 130. Oh, hey, maybe 30 bats. Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome here. 30. Hey, it's something I haven't even said at all, actually. Hey, if you're here and you don't know what Save Point is, if you're just here for checkpoints, hi, we're Save Point Ministries. We are here because we want you to know that you are an incredible and wonderful person that God has designed and loves deeply. And we also want you to have a community of people that knows that about you as well. And so we are an organization that not only helps share the gospel online, but wants to help people find what we call a nerd-friendly church that you can plug into and not only learn more about Christ, but also play Dungeons and Dragons after church and things like that. And so welcome. We're glad you're here. Good to see you.
I won't speak for him, but you actually probably should connect with Bats. Bats is a pastor and is also a very huge nerd, so would probably be a good person to talk to. I don't know if he would define his church as nerd welcoming, but maybe.
That is absolutely...
Could do a fresh expression or a small group.
I am both of those things. Okay, I don't have enough stone. That's why I haven't been able to make enough of the Pal Balls. Hey, if
y'all talk about the world of fresh expressions? I don't know if that's like denominationally loaded or not.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, well there you go. It is done. It's our thing that we do for fresh expressions of the church.
If you are interested in joining us sometime, this is part of what we do. Maybe 30 Bats is we host nerdy pastors on there so that they can talk about their church and invite people to their church. And so that's interesting. Something you're interested in doing at all, you can just fill out that form there. Okay, I'm just stone farming right now. I want to get 800,000 Pal Balls. I never want to like reach back. It's the worst feeling when you go like that and there's nothing in your hand. Like
Yes, it is quite defeating.
17.
Doing my best.
All right.
Gonna hook us up. I failed you. I tried to build the best base.
You failed me? What are you talking about? This place is incredible.
I'm falling short.
This is the greatest. This is the best base of Pal World that I have ever been in, unquestionably.
I'm certain that's true. Full certainty.
So how do our pals get upset? And like it said that...
so they have sanity. That's what that SAN stands for. And it's whenever they don't eat or don't sleep or don't have a place to be comfortable, and or when they work too hard. So eventually you're going to unlock like a lectern that you can tell them to work harder, and then they get even more miserable if you want to. But I've never done that because I'm a nice human being. So.
Yeah, no joke. That's wild. Fresh Expressions of Church is basically church-adjacent ministries that are intended to make space for people who would otherwise maybe not set foot in a church setting and acting as a discipleship pathway. Lots of jargon in there, but yeah, that's incredible. I love that. That is something that the church, I think, is missing right now is we have been copying and pasting church for so long that there has become a sort of common demographic for a church. And if you're outside of that demographic, there are so many churches that don't have anything enticing or don't have anything to reach out to that sort of community. And so to have organizations like this that are just there to say, we exclusively exist to help bring people into the church that may not otherwise be within that demographic. Copy pasta church 100%. Yes.
It is that, Fox, but it doesn't necessarily have to be at a church at all. Like it can just be a thing that happens. And it doesn't matter whether it's in a church building or it's just a group that is trying to create church even at the local Y or at the, wherever you're already hanging out.
So good. As the Teen Girl Squad once said, so good. You watch Homestar Runner at all back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Lead One is a monthly curated concert series at my house. Acts as a spiritual conversation gateway while building strong community among local musicians. That's awesome. Man. Very cool. And see, that's what Save Point aims to be, but specifically for nerd culture, because, again, so many people were told that they can't be consummate reads. I said consummate reads. That they can't play video games, that, Magic the Gathering is witchcraft, and all this stuff that is just not only comes from a place of ignorance and misunderstanding, but then just pushes people away. All right, Spark It. Come here. Dad told me he was worried about me liking D&D. Then I told him his pastor was one of my players. I love that.
Yep.
But what's funny is both of the creators of Dungeons and Dragons identified as Christians. Gary Gygax was Jehovah's Witness, so, you know, but I can't remember the
Did
other
you talk
guy's
at all
name.
with Derek about that?
Yeah, we talked a lot about that.
Yeah.
And
He's got a great perspective on it.
well, and he has a documentary, an actual literal documentary that you can go watch.
Yeah. We hosted a viewing of it at Checkpoint.
That's so cool. I just watched
It was very cool.
a Mamorest murder a bunch of pals. No, a bunch of people.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Maybe they weren't nice people.
No, they got evil masks and stuff. Yeah, they're evil. They're bad.
They're bad people.
They're Team Rocket. This is the Team Rocket there.
Yeah, this game has like 5 Team Rockets, so it gets a little hard to know who's who.
Hey, can I just walk up to you? Yeah, okay, cool, because there's a treasure chest under you. To be fair, I got them in high school. Oh, I had parents who burned my D&D books. To be fair, I got them in high school after having been told no in no uncertain terms. As a parent now, I get the reaction of not the actual decision. Yeah, no matter what it is, if a parent explicitly says no and then you do it, you know, extreme action or action of some sort is going to be taken. But also, that sucks. That's one thing that I have been trying to do as a parent is just educate myself. If my kid says, hey, I watch this, or they'll ask usually, can I watch this? Or my friend says, you know, this is a show that she watches. Instead of just assuming, like going in and reading some synopses or, you know, talking to some other people or whatever else and just trying to educate myself on it so that I don't come off like the satanic panic of days yore. Stephen Weiss is another cool resource for this kind of stuff. He and I have a lot of the same heart for the punk community. Oh, nice. Also worked with the LA D&D space for a while. Worked with, Tilson Jaff and knew Matt Mercer back in the day. Dude, that's very cool. Matt Mercer is one of my favorite DMs. Him and like Brendan Lee Mulligan. So cool. Spark it. Get back here. I need one more pal. Get back here. Spark it. Spark it! Always just out of my reach.
I don't think I knew that either, Beth.
There it is.
Yeah, the satanic panic is a weird thing. It definitely is not over, unfortunately. I wish it was.
Yeah, and
it's not the iteration that it was, but it's amazing how much people still demonize anime. It's one of the things that I am particularly attached to and get told a whole lot of things that are not true about it. And my YouTube comments are very clear that I worship the devil. So
it just shows ignorance, right? Like, not to in a rude way. I know ignorance can be used as a cruel, rude term. Not in that way, just in the way that you clearly have no idea what you're talking about. And that is limiting your perspective on this in a really big way. It's too bad. I feel a little bad just walking up to a completely peaceful animal and then literally taking a baseball bat out of my pocket and just beating him with it.
Yeah, it's a cruel game, but it's a cruel world.
Yeah,
you know?
That's the way the world is. Brennan's the GM I want to be when I grow up, though. No shit on... No, I hear you. Absolutely. Brendan Lee Mulligan is so good. Does anybody here... Do you listen to any live play D&D podcasts or anything, Nate?
So back in the day, I listened to Not Another D&D podcast, which was the College Humor folks.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed that one quite a bit, but I have completely missed out on all of the Matt Mercer stuff. And the only stuff I know from Brendan Lee Mulligan outside of College Humor stuff, but the only D&D stuff I know was whenever he would come and be a guest on Not Another D&D podcast. So I know a lot about Emily Axford, who often is like on the Brendan Lee Mulligan stuff, and her husband.
I don't know them. He has a podcast right now with Abria Iyengar, Erica Ishii, and Lou Wilson called The Wizard, the Witch, and the Wild One. And It is, to call it a D&D podcast would be short selling it by a wide margin. They're essentially trying to make it a radio show that is pushed forward with Dungeons and Dragons. They have sound effects and like they act out all their quiet moments. Everything's a conversation. None of it is just, okay, so now you're here and now you're gonna get in a fight. And like they really try to make it as real and living as possible, and it's really, really good.
I love it. I love the creativity of the D&D space.
Yes, tabletop and RPGs in general.
Right.
Let's see.
Yeah, that is definitely one thing that is going to be tough for me, is to not say D&D.
Yeah.
I work on it, and I sometimes do better than others.
Kids on Bikes is being talked about in the chat right now. That's one that I've heard a lot of good things about, but haven't played at all. Maybe 30 bats, maybe 30. I'm not sure. What is it? Bats? You were just calling them bats? My guy, 30 bats. Tell me about Kids on Bikes. Let's see, where am I? I'm just going to keep going here. Bats is probably simplest. Got it.
Well, you could say it maybe 30 times, like around 30.
Yeah.
Somewhere there. In the vicinity of 30.
30 bat emojis followed by a question mark. Exactly that. Maybe 30 bats? I don't know. 28-ish? 80s adventure movie?
10 or 20.
Been talking to my kids about, like, they're really getting into 80s stuff because it's cool in like Stranger Things and whatnot, particularly my oldest. And I like telling her, like, you know that the only reason that the 80s are coming back the way they are is because of cell phones. That so much modern storytelling would be undone with a cell phone. Horror movies, Call the Police, or whatever else. Like, there's so many things that would be, or you're lost somewhere, call your mom. So many, so much storytelling would be undone with a cell phone. So they have been setting things in the 80s to get past, to get past that little thing. And to be accurate enough, they do all the costumes and everything 80s accurate. So that's why all the music and all the fashion is seeing a resurgence.
Yeah, that's spot on.
So you have Fight, Flight, Grit, Brawn, Charm, and Brains. Each has a polyhedral die assigned to it. Relative strength, got it. Weakest D4, strongest D20. Same reason horror is often in the middle of nowhere. Exactly. So you can't just, run down the street. D4 bonus die involved, if I remember correctly.
Same reason why Jordan Peele is such a genius, because he can tell horror stories in places where they shouldn't work, but they do.
Oh my gosh. Get Out was so good and so unsettling. I side-eyed white folk for like a week after that.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It's a good one. But it's always so funny because I can't remember her name right now. Allison Williams, isn't that her name? Like she's a super nerd and is always on like College Humor podcasts and like Jake and Amir and stuff. And so every time I'm here, I'm like, you're a bad person. You're an evil person. You have to be an evil girlfriend. You have to be a murderous evil girlfriend. You're not allowed to be actually cool.
I listened to, did you watch The Office at all?
Oh yeah.
I listened to the Office Ladies podcast with Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey. And when I first started listening to it, I was like, Angela sounds so nice and friendly and chill. This is so weird.
Like downright preppy.
Yeah. Adversary tokens that you get as fail forward mechanic. Oh, nice. Dice also explode on their maximum value, sort of like Savage Worlds, which is cool. Nate, have you heard of The Quiet Year?
Mm-mm.
This is a game I've been wanting to, thinking of getting people together. Oh, nice, leveled again. To play it on a stream. And it is a game where you... Let's do that. The basic premise, it's a map building game, is what they say.
Oh, cool.
And you start the beginning premise is there has been some sort of catastrophe, and it's post-apocalypse, and now you are the community that is rebuilding post-apocalypse, but you also know that there is another big thing happening a year from now. So you get one quiet year to start from zero, rebuild society to prepare for whatever event is happening a year from now. And the way it works is you start with a deck of cards, and each card, you separate them into the 4 suits. You shuffle them. Each suit is one of the seasons of a year, and then each card represents some sort of thing, and you just take turns. So let's say it's my turn. I draw a card, and it will say, like, you find something mysterious while digging underground, or something surfaces from underground that your town ends up needing. And you get to just make up whatever that is, redraw the map to represent that, and then other people can build off of that as they're continuing to tell the story. And you play as essentially the community, and then by the end of a whole year, you've drawn this map and you've built this entire world. And it's so cool.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So it's like a survival game. I mean, it's like what we're playing right now, just
but more based on just the map. Like,
right.
Yeah, it's really cool. I got the PDF of it because, again, all it takes is a deck of cards and this PDF. Right. And then what's really cool is this organization. I'm gonna head back to the base because we should be wrapping up here soon. Right. This organization that does it, Buried Bones, I think, something like that. But they realized, hey, the Quiet Year made it really easy to sort of support colonialization. And so we have made another game entirely for free that's all about monsters in a fantasy setting that have chased out humans from their area and are now rebuilding their society without the people who tried to colonialize, without the people who tried to invade them, but also finding, like, hey, but what do we want to keep from that? What sort of syncretic things do we want to, stick around and whatnot? And that's also just fascinating to me.
Yeah, that is interesting. Interesting perspective twist.
Yes, absolutely, yes. Okay. Hey, Nate, I want to respect your time. Also, I'm hungry because it's lunchtime here. So, thank you so much for joining me, man. Thank you so much for being my Jedi Master in Pal World and coaching me through this game and building me a gorgeous base that I'm going to be very happy to be playing in. Chat, thank you all for being here. Nate, one more time, tell us a little bit about you, let us about Checkpoint, and let us know where they can reach you.
Yes, I will let them know all those things. I also want to make one thing that I meant to mention and just was so much enjoying the game. But if you are a small group leader, if you have a group that you meet with, if you're going back to your church and trying to start like a hangout for nerds or a space for nerds, I want to extend to you JesusLovesNerds.com. It's something we're just starting up this year, but we put together these nerdy sermons every Sunday, and they are deep dives into anime, video games, all sorts of things. But we realized that we at Checkpoint can't reach everyone, but we want to make sure that we're providing resources. So we've been building Bible study curriculum. We're doing one free Bible study curriculum every month. And then we also have 4 built in from before we launched in January. So this week, I'm going to drop another new one that's free. And then the other ones come out along with our system. Of course, the camera goes.
Of course, right now, right? Yeah.
But yes, I want to let you know about that. That's something that we're working on doing, and would be a great way of kind of partnering and equipping for the future of nerd ministry. So JesusLovesNerds.com, trying to create that. We are on Twitch every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Every Tuesday night, we have a news show called The Week in Geek, where we talk about weekly geekly news. Nerdy things from a perspective of doing good, doing no harm, and striving to grow as people. And then on Fridays, so tomorrow, we stream from 10 until noon, or just until I decide to hop off. Sometimes we'll go a little late, but always 10 to noon. So I don't know what we're going to play tomorrow. Maybe more Pal World, maybe something else. Who could say? So those are our stream times. We're 24/7 hanging out in the Discord space. I do not mind sharing Discord space. There's plenty of room for all of the folks out there. So we'd love to have you. We do bracket challenges. We have questions of the day. We have like hangout spaces where we ask how it is with your soul, the more spiritual side. We also just have a good time nerding and geeking out. If you want to come talk anime, please come join me and talk anime, because I will talk about it until you're blue in the face. And then again, our YouTube channel, Nerdy Sermons, every single Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern, always on something super cool and fun. I'm thinking this Sundays is going to be on the Yu Yu Hakusho live action remake.
Oh, nice.
And it'll be less about the actual show and more about my thoughts on how they bungled it and how they could have really made it something really excellent. So I'm trying to spin it in a positive light, but it's definitely going to be one of those. So,
well, guys, now that St. Bear is here, we have to end the stream. So
yes, absolutely.
Bear, you just got here. Literally, we're supposed to end at 1 o'clock. So glad you're here. Restart the stream. All right, got 3 more hours of Pal World. Here we go. So
that sounds good. Hey, look, I'm going to be playing 3 more hours of Pal World at some point anyway. So
right, absolutely
taking over my life. So. But yes, Checkpoint Church in all the spaces. You can find us pretty easily. We have a link tree with all the links and stuff like that if you want to find that. Yeah, we'd love to get to know you and hang out with you better. This is our year of collaboration, so I'm hoping for many more opportunities to rub elbows with the wonderful folks at Save Point, as well as all the other communities out there, God Squad and Lux and Love Thy Nerd and any of those folks. We want more collaborative opportunities, and that's what we're looking for. So
that's incredible.
I really appreciate the time and the opportunity. So if you want to do this, like, I don't know, I can come on every month, every week, a couple times a week, just however often, right after you get lunch, whatever works.
Once you get your camera fixed, we'll look at that. We'll start.
I can't do it. I can't do it. It
can't
won't
do it.
It's such a nice camera too. This is a really nice camera. And I think
yeah.
I'm pitching out at like 4K, and I need to tone it down because Twitch can't handle that anyway.
No joke. Well, Nate refuses to have sensible cameras.
Oh.
Yeah. Absolutely
now I'm
cannot.
just down here. Am I like a little guy down here?
No, you're just your eyes. You're just like you're spying on us down here.
I'm being real sneaky down here. Yeah.
I love that.
This is it.
That's incredible. You can join my Twitch stream next time I go live. Sounds good, Bear. So like Wilson from Home Improvement. Yes, exactly that. Chat, thank you so much. We've had so much fun here together. One more time, hey, if you're somebody out there who is looking for a physical church to plug into that not only will disciple you in Jesus or to talk to you in a small group or whatever you want to do, but also a place that supports nerd people and like just gonna play Magic the Gathering with you, or hey, different camera, you did it, or whatever else, you can follow that link right there and fill out that form and we will get started. Or the even easier way to do this is to jump into our Discord. And in our Discord, there is a channel called Find a Church where you just put in your city and state, and then we delete it as soon as possible so you don't dox yourself. And then we take it from there. We contact you to see what kind of stuff you're looking for, and we contact churches in your area. We'd love to find you a place like that. But overall, Nate, been a blast, man. We do have to do this again sometime. I appreciate you and all that you're doing with Checkpoint and all that you're doing just as a cool guy in Nerd Spaces. Chat, we love that each and every one of you were here today, but always remember that there's a church out there that would love it if you were there. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.